Hey, Happy New Year, and welcome to tonight's episode of Loot, Die, Repeat, where a bunch of us schmucks sit around and we roll some dice. We do a lot of laughing at each other and some collaborative storytelling known as Dungeons & Dragons, and we're so thankful that you have joined us for our show tonight. And as a way of saying thank you, we're going to be doing doing some giveaways here. You can see all of them right here next to me. And we have that sweet sea dragon up because last episode we gave away our ice dragon. And every 50 new subscribers, we'll give away one of those awesome dragons. But even if we don't get new subscribers, we'll have some giveaways. So tonight we have a set of forest green dice to be given away, along with at least 2 minis. One of them is a dryad. Another of them is a little halfling gnome, and those will be given away tonight. And we also will be giving away the rainbow wolf from our charity paint event we did on New Year's Eve, which, truth be told, is not the greatest of painted minis. So if you are a mini painter out there, you can certainly feel free to strip that guy and repaint it in your own image. Or if you just want a really colorful wolf mini, then go for it. But that is going to be, if we get 3 new subscribers tonight, we will give that one away along with the dryad and the little gnome inquisitor. All right, so of course, if you would like to catch up on any past episodes, they're all up on YouTube. Would certainly appreciate you subscribing there. We also have an Instagram account, LDR_DM. And a Twitter @LootDieRepeat. And so we are active on all of those socials. Would love for you to follow us and engage with us there as well. All right, there is a way that you can deeply affect the game, and that is through the cheering of bits. And you can see our bit total here, which is currently being recalculated because of the because I think the charity stream bits were added to it. Yeah, it was 17,537. And so, yeah. And so that is every bit that is cheered while we play is added to that total. Once we hit 50,000 bits, a very rare magic item of our viewer's choice will materialize in the game for the party to do with as they will. I will give you the selection that the chat has to make, not that you can just all of a sudden, hey, we're going to throw this out there. Yeah, Austin would love 20 magic beans. And you can also, as you are cheering those bits, give the party different boons. So for 250 bits, get advantage to a player. For 500 bits, disadvantage to the DM. 1,000 bits is a minor healing potion, so on and so forth. If you type into the chat, and I'm sure someone will right now, !rewards, you will get to see all of the different ways that you can cheer bits to impact the game. And I assure you, our players always appreciate those little helpful items that our amazing fans cheer and help them with. All right, well, I think I have gone through all of our announcements. We are very excited to have all of our players at the table today. Yay! It's been a while, but we are all back. And wishing you a Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, and all the rest, since they, missed some of those sessions. But we're all here now, back together again, as we play this hilarious game. So, what's been happening? Well, let me give you a little recap. The Shades were finally confronted with their quarry, who turned the tables and appeared to them in the Blue Cow. The lady, the woman that they have been seeking and searching for, scheming and plotting to confront, actually confronted them. And rather than being adversarial, took a decidedly sweeter approach, offering honey rather than vinegar, offering an olive branch to parlay with them, to make a deal, and offered them work that would be lucrative for them and would assure that she leaves the city of Serloon alone forever if they would procure for her a special magical dagger which is reputed to lie in the ruins of an ancient arcanist's tower, Draung Tower, beneath Serloon. Having been presented with this opportunity, the team withdrew back to their ship, debating the merits of the offer. Should they cooperate? Should they take the dagger and run? What would be the consequences of such an action? They went round and round until they arrived back at their ship, and to their joy, found that their slumbering companion, JB, had awakened. And he regaled them with a story of intense training by the mage who had seemingly sealed himself in the lens that had affixed to JB's face. An arcanist named Antony, who was seeking to protect the material plane, the realm, from the evils of mythos and void magic, which insidiously and subtly seems to influence and infiltrate the planes. And so JB seems to be his chosen instrument to continue to protect the realm. And it seems that Antony had some dealings with Master Nain, and was in fact himself a very conceited and confident and vain individual, but had a good heart nonetheless. Having explained this story to the party, and the party kind of deliberating what they would do further, and JB having a little conversation with Zemni, making sure that they were understanding where each other were coming from, the party took a much-deserved long rest and awoke to find their lovable and innocent storm giant on the front of the ship, sitting there wide-eyed, mouth agasp, listening to the visage of the lady weave some sort of conversation with her. So, my dear, tell me, what is it that you desire?
Why do you care about what I desire? Wait, aren't you the bad guy?
Who told you that? Have I done anything to earn that title, that label?
I guess not that I've seen. Well, I desire just to do what Nom's will, to fulfill my calling.
And what is your calling, if I might ask?
Well, it's... I don't know if I should say.
Ah, well.
It's kind of a secret, you see.
Well then...
And Tilly's been teaching me about secrets and patience and not talking too much or revealing too much and going on and on and on. So I'm trying to work on that, you see. And I feel like I'm kind of doing better, but I still kind of fail in some aspects. But, yeah. I'm doing a Nom's will.
You're doing wonderful.
Thank you so much. You really think so, even though you don't really know my class? I feel like I'm doing well. And my ancestors are saying I'm doing pretty well, and everybody else thinks I'm doing pretty well, but sometimes I feel like I'm failing still.
No, you're doing well.
Thank you.
And she smiles at you kindly. She says, well, I've appeared to you because I recognize how devoted you are to your mind's prerogative. Do you understand that word?
Well, I know the word pierogi.
Is that a storm giant delicacy?
It is so good.
I think I've heard of them.
It's definitely worth a try. If you ever want to come up to my family's house, we could serve you some.
Where do you live?
Oh, that way.
Understood.
I mean, you kind of found me in this middle of a ship, so I figured if I was ever at my parents' house, you could probably find me again.
I probably could, depending
So-
on how far away it was.
So my mind, power of thought, I'm learning, I know that much. So something to do with the power of thought?
Sure, it's what you're focusing on and seeking to accomplish.
Oh, okay. I get that.
And it seems to me, if my eye wasn't deceiving me, that the little sparkle in your eye rested on that lovely young man named Jack.
I mean,
Oh, I knew I saw
can't
it.
confirm or deny it.
I appreciate your candor, and I think it's lovely.
She does not.
Note number 1.
But I have to be honest with you. Jack is in trouble.
What do you mean?
Well, I understand that there's some evil, bad people who mean to do him harm.
But why would anyone hurt an innkeeper's son?
Well, apparently, they have their reasons. But I could stop them.
Oh, you should!
And I will if you can make sure I get my dagger.
But why wouldn't you help just for the good of your heart?
Oh, I plan to, but I would certainly be guaranteed to intervene if I saw how you endeavored to accomplish the mutually beneficial task that we've before us.
Right, she's 13 years
But-
old.
Sell some Girl Scout cookies.
But there are so many stories of my ancestors where someone in power just helps for the sake of helping. And
Well,
not expecting anything in return.
you see,
That doesn't sound like my ancestors' line. Well, most of my ancestors' line. There were a couple, there were a couple that were.
no one's perfect, right, dear?
Well, they were all purple skin, so they were pretty close to perfect.
Oh, yes, I understand. My sisters, I'm quite envious of.
I try not to have those thoughts, but sometimes they do spring up. Why did Anon make me purple? Why don't I have the blessing of Anon?
I understand, and maybe one day we could talk more about that, but I just wanted to let you know that you have the power to make sure Jack is safe.
Okay. I don't want him to get hurt. He is really a nice guy, and with his hair, he kind of looks cute, and I feel like he has a bright future, you see, and I think he can do better than the inn, and he is just so nice, and every time he always makes my favorite milkshakes, and the way he smiles when he delivers them.
Oh dear, you do know how to pick them. I agree with you. But you see, I need the dagger to protect him, because...
Oh, so you can't protect him without the dagger.
Exactly, a very powerful individual means to do him harm.
Oh.
And I need the dagger to ward off that. You see, it
Not
It-
a lie.
does...
Does it have to do something with the storm?
Maybe.
Because I am fighting the storm.
What are we all doing?
Well,
We're the
I
worst
think
parents.
that your friends are coming, and we don't want to alarm them. Just remember what I've told you.
Thank you for the warning.
Yes, and she kind of turns.
A gun!
She turns and smiles, waves, and Ray, as you look at her, look at your friends, and look back, she's gone.
Guys, we have some major issues to deal with. Jack is in trouble and we need to save him.
Who?
Jack! You know who Jack is.
No.
The milkshake boy?
Yes! Some really powerful people are out to get him, and the only way we can save him is by returning the dagger!
Sometimes a relationship is just not meant to be. You know?
Guys, we can't let an innocent
Trust
die!
me, if I could have had something happen to some of the men I've dated rather than have to break up with them, you know, that would have been ideal.
Marishka,
He doesn't...
is your taste in men like... I don't know. I just feel like you kind of picked the wrong ones.
We all change and grow. Everybody makes mistakes. Sometimes mine end with burnt body, you know, but I don't want her to go down that path.
I mean,
so
I don't know. I couldn't stand her on our date.
You want Jack to burn?
No,
All right,
not
wait,
in
wait,
front
wait,
of
wait,
you.
Whoa, whoa. Who's after?
let's-
Who's after Jack?
Oh, can we back up a little bit?
Who's after Jack?
Yeah.
What did what?
What did she
really
say?
Powerful?
What did she say exactly?
That someone really powerful and Jack was in trouble, and the only way that she can save him is if we get the dagger.
And let me guess. Give it to her.
Yeah, so she can save him, and she would help us fight off the storm.
I see where this is going.
That's
Yep.
called a pyramid scheme.
You get her the dagger so she can kill the assailants that are clearly coming after Jack.
Yes.
That's probably it.
That is exactly what I would do.
I think actually what
If that
may be
done.
happening here is she is the very powerful person who will harm Jack if
I
we
think
don't.
it might be called
She
a
didn't
veiled
say
threat.
anything.
Veiled threat. A
Ah,
veiled
that makes
threat.
more sense. Yeah, that tracks.
Guys, he's in danger.
Yeah, so we have to get the dagger and give it back to the lady.
Right. To
But-
save his life, we don't want innocents to die.
No, I'm with you.
And she said she would also help us point us to the storm.
It's over there.
Yeah,
Like
and we've been traveling for how long, and we're not even closer to it.
You point that way, and Bart points the other way.
It's like Bart over. Yeah, that way. He doesn't have
Yeah,
eyes.
no eyes.
Yeah.
We still do not know what this item is capable of doing.
I agree.
And while Ray, I understand your concern for Jack.
I don't.
However, we must make sure that we are not creating more harm by giving her the item than one life.
I mean, are you really willing to risk an innocent life on that fact?
If it saves 1,000 every
My
day,
mom can beat her if this isn't the right way. He'll come down and interfere.
Okay, then Anam can save him.
then yes, then why do we need to get the dagger? Annam will save him.
He's not a storm giant.
I'm not willing to let Jack die just because he unfortunately served us frosted coffees. I understand the logic you're playing with here.
What if he's a
He's a
spy?
boy. He's a boy. He didn't do anything wrong.
Well, I say he is a
boy.
lucrative business partner, and
I
for a
think
long time to come. And so, in my opinion, we try to.
Wait, the better his business does, the more money we have as a group to stop the ending of the world, that thing. I am in favor of saving Jack. I think we cannot let an innocent life be hurt, you know?
Thank you.
We
you
have to
finally
save him.
listen.
I think we
Yes.
should save him, but I must ask you something.
Yeah.
Is Jack a giant as well?
No.
Well, think about something in the future. Imagine you're going out for groceries and you're holding hands. It's going to look like you're holding a pet cat. He's going to be so much smaller than you.
Don't worry.
Think long term.
My mom gave me and my dad talked before they sent me out.
I was not going there, young one. I was just simply telling you
Where's she going?
that as a man, having your
Yes, I
woman,
wanna hear this.
you know, infinitely taller.
What did your parents talk to you about?
They say that it's all arranged as a storm giant, and it gets chosen, and only certain people get chosen, and
For what? Oh, that sucks.
to make little babies.
Oh, what do you mean? Come on.
Bright
cracking up.
What do you mean? They come from stalks.
Giant stork.
That's
I
not
think
what my mom said.
Huh.
This is
That
Julian
got
is
less
just-
interesting. But I liked where it went, though. It was good. Yes. All right.
But like, if I die, I understand because I'm fighting. But Jack's not fighting.
Best friend,
How do you know?
Yes, best friend?
I'm with you.
Thank you, Captain.
I am emphatically behind you. I've always been from the start.
Thanks, guys.
Literally
I
and
have
figuratively.
always had Jack's interest in mind,
I
including staying
don't
alive.
want him to die. He's really sweet.
I-
And I would...
I think that maybe we should well, one thing's for sure, right? We're going to get the dagger. Maybe we can acquire such dagger and then assess what it can actually do.
Maybe I can ask my ancestors. They'll know what to do. I should ask the smartest. Let me think about who's the smartest one I should ask. And I'll think really hard, and then the butterfly will come out of me.
I think that you should definitely try that.
Okay.
But
Oh yeah, is
in the
nobody else concerned about the butterfly that just comes out of the child's chest randomly
Nah.
oh, well, we can't see it.
and then goes back?
My ancestors.
Nah.
Yeah, but this butterfly she's talking about.
Nah, yeah, nah.
The
nah.
butterfly, I think maybe for each storm giant and my aunts, I think it kind of appeared as something different. But like, I love butterflies. They're
All-
always so pretty,
all
and I
of-
can talk about hours for this. So I'll
All
just-
of us have ways of dealing with trauma.
Did you know that some butterflies are carnivorous?
I did. Yes. Isn't it fascinating?
Okay, let me end my sentence now by saying so.
All right then, Molly.
So, in my educated guess, she has the figurative knife already to his throat.
I
And
don't think so. She actually seemed kind of.
listen to what I'm saying, young one. We have a task ahead of us,
Okay.
and she is figuratively holding him at knife point.
Are you sure?
Shh. And we have a task to complete, and if we do not, or if we turn our backs on her, as she probably knows we talked about, she will utilize that knife to end him. I appreciate him as a business partner, but if this choice to give in to her wishes may hurt our task in stopping the storm, there is that to balance out.
I have an idea. It goes along with what you're saying,
That's rare.
but I'm worried to say it out loud because she might be watching. Mr. Killian, come here.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets down on a knee, and he whispers into his ear.
No. If it's a true secret, let's do it like this.
Oh,
In your mind.
okay.
That was in his mind.
What if we do get the dagger, but instead of giving it to her nicely,
Just hold on. He's talking to me.
we give her the sharp end to her throat?
What we like to call the bot special.
Is he miming this out?
No, this is
Who's
telepathy.
I know, but
Oh.
like any miming.
Real quick, could you share that information with us?
I wonder what he's saying.
Disseminate to the speaker.
You don't like. I kind of like that nickname.
Whatever. I don't. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean.
It makes a little bit light of a pretty heavy situation.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
Okay.
Tell Mr. Morthos.
So I'm gonna spend some time talking quietly in your minds again, and I'm just gonna do this one by one. So be patient, but I'm just gonna say it all at the same time. Ollie brings up a rather interesting point of instead of giving her the hilt end of the stick of the knife, we give her the old Bart special with it and a little stabby stab.
The tooth.
Yeah, the tooth.
The tooth special.
I'm gonna say this out loud.
The number tooth. After I tell it to you?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna say. Well, I don't recall. I'm gonna say this as me. I don't know what we all know about what she said and if I was there or what you told me, but here we go. So, it seems as though she has some sisters who have magical abilities. Yes.
Who she's kind of jealous of.
I'm talking. And from what Ray just obviously told us about what she told you,
She seems
she
kinda
doesn't
sincere.
have magical abilities. Yes, she was jealous of her sister's magical abilities.
I mean, but she did
that
poof
is
here
what she
and poof
said.
out.
That is what she said to Ray.
She was jealous. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she's jealous, but that doesn't mean she doesn't have magical abilities.
My consternation is that I don't think the knife would affect her as much as it would affect her sisters, if you get what I'm saying. And so, do we know anything about the Hags she spoke of?
Nope, nothing at all.
Ooh,
It's a new day.
I
Roll
have it.
again.
I have one. They were women, and they're really old.
Sisters.
That narrows it down.
Okay, that helps me none. All right.
Oh,
then-
don't be silly, Jake.
Something about the Lord helping the Mister that comes between
Hmm.
her and her sister.
Yeah. But
No,
Lord help the sister
no,
that
the
comes
great
between
Stumpy
her
has
and her
not
man.
written that one yet. I have
Oh,
not
okay.
seen that video.
Well, I think a knife is gonna harm, and I'm back in your mind now. Harm her either way.
Yes.
I think she is magical.
Proportionally about 4 damage per hit.
Right. But
Don't think that's
if
going to hit.
if we are left with the
real
options of giving her the knife, running with the knife, or killing her with the knife.
Okay, let me just say this one last time. I want to save whoever that guy is.
Jack.
Jameson.
I don't want to save Jake. And
No one
I
ever does.
also think, although she doesn't seem incredibly good, she's about as good as me. I'm not sure we should keep
Does
this.
Anthony zap him when he says that?
I'm not sure we should keep this dagger from her. That's it. I'm done. But just know that I said it out loud.
I would vote for return.
I said it
of
out loud so she could hear me say it.
You say that out loud.
I don't.
But I meant it.
I don't think I couldn't rightfully get behind letting Jack die.
I can't.
Yet young love is so precious.
I don't love him.
Young like is so precious. We can't let it go to waste, especially not when he has lucrative relatives. You know, and he's also rich in heart. That's the important thing.
How about we make a compromise here? We don't need to decide right now. We don't even have it. We don't even know if we'll live to get it.
JB looks to the sky and says, oh great Twitch viewers of the sky. Please put a 1 in chat if you think she's evil. Or a 2 in chat if you think that she may also be working towards a similar goal for this storm.
We'll even take votes on what you want us to do.
3s count as 2s, you jackass. Scooby believes JB, and we will...
All right.
Well, it is
so-
decided then, no?
Should we?
Sorry, I broke the wall.
We will go after the dagger and we will investigate the dagger and
I
the
think-
right thing will be done at that time.
Ooh,
well
when
said.
I inspect
Well
that
said.
dagger, do you know if I'll tell you the truth of what it does or not?
I
I'll
assume you
definitely
never
try.
tell me the truth, but that's okay.
I will. I'm a
Just
change,
watch
I'm a
out for
changed
that
man.
wrist pocket dimension.
I'm a changed man.
Should we go do this now, or is there other things that we should try to accomplish beforehand today?
I want to talk to Lenya, get some information. She deals in oddities. She might know of some lore of this dagger. And I think I might talk to Kelson as well.
Well, I should probably check in with Kelson too, since he paid for me to go with you. Seems like the businessy thing to do.
Maybe someone, because we're going to be doing a lot of fighting, it sounds like, and risking our lives. Maybe some health potions would be kind of nice. Mike! Sorry, that was a bad sneeze.
And I think you're right, Ray. We should probably get some health potions.
But would you guys be okay if I stayed on the ship when I tried to release my butterfly?
Well, the last time you were left alone, we came upstairs and a strange woman had her hand
It
on
also
you.
sounds like none of us should be around for that.
I also
JP!
I also would like to try to have a conversation about our friend who's downstairs, who I'm not saying his name out loud on purpose, because again we might be. I just waved.
Yeah, I
It's
want
a
to
Truman
holiday.
film.
I'd like to gather more information on maybe healing his hurts, if you know what I mean.
All right.
Lavender oil does wonders.
Oh, and we should probably go check on old Rubius.
Oh, isn't he dead?
He's there.
All
He's
right.
with
He's there.
you.
He's awake. Okay.
Oh,
He's paying attention.
I think it's
and-
about time I spoke.
Oh yeah, you were
Oh, hi
really
there.
quiet the
You
last
have been
two
really
episodes.
quiet.
I'm about to tell you
You've
why.
been really quiet the past few days.
He was wonderful.
Can
Hey.
I interrupt you multiple times through the story? It sounds like an interrupting moment.
I'm gone.
This
don't
is-
interrupt him. He's been really quiet.
This is hard for me to say. But I know my name.
What?
Ooh.
Your real one?
Wait, let me guess. Jeremiah. No. The Hitharuth.
It was very close. It is Tusk Frost Tarn.
What?
I know.
Frost tongue?
Tarn. Tarn.
Oh, like a mountain lake.
Yes,
That's weird.
exactly. So when I touched the saber, a million memories came flooding through me, and bits and pieces of my past came to mind. It was too much to bear, and I've been trying to process it for the last 2 weeks. But I've made some discoveries about myself, and I think I feel better about who I am, and it's time I talked about it.
We'll go on. I'm interested.
Do you remember a while back when I told you that there was a woman who was being tortured, and it looked like I was doing it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's got interesting. Yeah.
It wasn't me. It was not me. And
That's good.
And I know who this woman was.
Who was it? A sister?
She was the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
Well,
Like an aunt?
you haven't seen everybody yet.
Her face was
Is
so familiar to me,
Please don't downplay
but I
his
couldn't
loss,
remember any specific memories.
Jackass.
Do you know what it's like to mourn someone you don't know?
No.
No, not at all.
When I saw her face, I knew her. I would recognize her face anywhere. Yet I can't remember anything about her.
Well, what did she look like?
She was my wife.
Well, yeah, but
Oh,
I know
jeez.
it. I know it was. I know it to be true.
And
she
That's
was
sad.
You didn't torture her?
taken from me.
I can relate to that.
Who did
She
it?
was murdered. I don't know. But I do know that I set off on a trail of vengeance after that. I don't know if I was successful. I spent many long years regretting what I did and repented. And that is when I was greeted by the man that we met, the Candim. And I don't remember the specifics, but I know that I was with him for a while and we would do bad stuff. And that's it.
You're talking about the Marlboro man?
He was there too, yes.
Oh, the other Candim.
Both.
Oh, you met both.
Luque? Luque and Marlboro? And you?
Molotov cocktails?
Wow.
so is Ray the only one that hasn't had a very dark upbringing,
Oh,
the
me.
bad things?
Yeah, no.
Well, you
None
killed
is plus my
someone,
life.
so
Well, that wasn't my upbringing. That just happened like a month ago.
but it happened in the bringing up. You are now older than you were then.
Well, that's flat out just
Who
stupid then.
says when upbringing ends?
Because then, she's going to have something traumatic here with Jack, so.
Don't say that in
Why,
front
I mean,
of her.
it won't happen.
Jack is going to be just fine, and if he's not, there's many fish in the sea. But he will be great. I promise. My
There
fingers are
were
crossed.
also bits and pieces of the Ordo Lux in my memory. I don't remember the specifics. But I
Really?
know I was involved.
Like the lighthouse in town.
Yes.
That one.
Yes.
Oh.
To be sure.
So Zentarum and Ordo Lux.
A wild card.
Interesting. And your name is Tusk?
Well,
Can I call you Couscous?
no. Because my name is Rubius Thornbray. And this is my life now. And I'm sticking to it.
Quick question.
Yes.
Do you remember more animals now or less animals now?
I remember so many animals.
It's fewer, not less.
So many animals in my head.
So many fewer.
So, how did you lose your memory?
I still don't know, but I will find out.
So we'll find
Doesn't
out
sound like a million memories split through your
who killed your wife.
Sounded like 3.
Well, it felt like a million because I had none before.
Did you say you killed your wife?
Were you even listening,
Or
man?
is that what you said?
No, I said we'll find out who killed your wife.
Oh, okay. I thought you said so you killed your wife.
What is the
No, we'll
first
find out
thing
who
you
killed
remember?
Your wife.
The first thing I remember?
Before you remembered these things, what is the first thing that you
Waking up
remembered?
in the woods.
But were you injured? At the time?
Very injured.
Where? How so?
Everywhere.
You couldn't, like, maybe a
Do you see the
blow to the
scars?
head or something? Like, something that would explain memory loss?
So,
It's possible.
we're on a vengeance course for your wife. And you don't remember who she was.
I don't know if I ever avenged her or not. I don't know if I was successful, but I feel like I was.
So, what are you fighting for now?
I want to know the whole truth, now that I've been illuminated to part of it.
You all recognize very clearly that Rubius's speech is coherent, is focused, intense. It's not the kind of bumbling fool that you had all kind of known. It's the same voice, the same man, but there is a level of clarity to him that
Oh, look, it's the jumping spearfish! Look at it off the deck! Look at it, it's beautiful! Look at it! It's majestic.
it's a swordfish, but yeah, it's pretty close. There's the Rubius you've always known.
It's still there.
Still in
It's still there. I needed to let you all know that.
It comes and goes.
He's very much alive.
So
Okay.
at least in that moment of coherence, there seems to be a more intelligent Rubius, but the personality would kind of ebb and flow with his attention.
I put my hand on his shoulder and I just go, Rubius.
Yeah.
I am sorry about your wife. Oh, it's okay. Oh no. Oh, what have I done? I always make people cry somehow.
What about all
I
that
don't
other
know
fish in the
what her
sea
name
she was
is.
just
Thank
saying
you.
before?
Well,
He's
I'll
crying.
let you try to get your memory back.
If you cry, I'm going to cry. This
Do
is
you
so touching.
do you by chance
damn it.
do you remember
Yes.
your wife's name or no? Okay.
My eyeballs are leaking.
I need not know her name, for she is mine.
Right.
I will find it out, though.
Yeah, I think it would be helpful in our path of journeying for truth.
Casper comes up. Well, maybe if this would help you, I just was rustling around in the back in one of the old chests, and I found a little potion here for you, and
It's a potion of no more tears.
maybe
I wouldn't
you have
drink
a
it yet.
potion of healing.
I'm gonna drink it. Will it help the wounds inside?
It won't fix your soul.
If only
All
it
right,
were that
yeah.
easy.
Casper, good job. Where'd you find that? It was in one of the chests in the
Like
back.
down below?
Thank
or-
you.
No,
Casper.
like up on the upper deck, like just with
You
all
are
the
a
Sitting there?
Ian's just
Gentleman
right
and
there.
a scholar.
Don't know how I missed it before.
It's all right. Hey,
Pigeon dropped it.
what's Jingles cleaning today?
Oh, Jingles, he's amazing. He never
know.
stops.
Yeah.
I'll get to sleep more now.
Yeah. Actually, here's something while we're running errands, and we might be away for a while.
Okay, what do you need, Captain?
I need you to take care of the guy downstairs.
Oh, absolutely.
Treat him nice.
Oh, you won't be giving him any more of those little berries?
Well, no, I'm not gonna be here.
Did he get one this morning?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
So go to town, get yourself some food, get him some food. Yeah. You don't have any money. I got you. Mr. Morthos?
I give him. I don't even.
Morthos will give him 10 gold.
I was gonna give him 10 gold too.
I'll throw him another 10.
No, I'm not giving him 10 gold if he's giving him 10 gold.
Captain, Thank you.
I have no concept of what that can actually get you. Could be a lot or a little.
I mean, it can get a lot.
Money
Perfect.
means nothing.
I'll buy supplies. I'll make sure we're ready to go whenever you return.
Do you think you might be able to find a couple of more deckhands? Do we need a little bit more gold for that?
I mean, it depends on how long the journey would be, and I'd have to kind of set up expectations.
Forever?
We'd need to discuss benefits and
That would be
the whole
ongoing. Usually,
Before
like I mean,
401k.
I kind of agreed to.
Yeah. What's the
like,
going rate?
Well, it depends on the position.
Like, we need someone to help with, like, the masts and, like, pulling ropes.
Just like normal deckhand.
Yeah, because we have a cleaner now.
That's true. You don't
Right.
have to swab the dicks.
Yeah. Jingle's the deck swabber.
Yes.
And we have that, so we don't need another one of those. We need someone, like, to... Because let's be honest, most of them don't know how to tie a rope.
Just the regular deckhand.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is correct. Could you find me 2 deckhands?
I will do my best to find some deckhands.
Right.
And we will get this
Such children.
sape. Sape.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
it might
So-
be a long and hard task to find. But I trust that you're the man.
Make sure you get supplies for yourself and the gobbler. Keep Jingles cleaning. And let's find at least 2 deckhands, all right?
2 deckhands, long and hard. Got it.
Yep. We might be gone for, I don't know, a week.
Will that gold
We
be
don't know.
enough for you? Will that
I mean,
gold be
I
enough?
can certainly to get some initial.
I know nothing about pricing or anything.
There would be ongoing
How much is a beer? Like 2 gold?
fees. Oh, no, only a very, very expensive one.
Yeah.
We can get some beer for copper.
Yeah, then we don't talk about it.
Anyway, I got it. Got the gold, and get the supplies. Find 2 dick swabbers, and and then we will be ready. We will be ready to engage.
Casper? Casper. I'm pretty open-minded. But never make that motion again. I never want to see you thrust your pelvic region. Ever.
But that's how we hoist the sail.
That's right.
You got to get into it.
Yeah.
I do see him doing that a lot.
Yes.
All right. You can continue to pelvic thrust. Just try not to be in my eye line.
It's good form, Captain.
Yeah. I have to go to town now. I feel wildly uncomfortable. And
I'll be going with you.
I don't know why.
Okay, so let's make a rendezvous time.
Meet at the Blue Cow?
Yep, that works. It's what time now? Like 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning?
Yeah, it's maybe 9 in the morning.
How much time do we think we need? Want 2 o'clock? Meet at the Blue Cow, and then we'll go conquer a tower and.
Wouldn't that be funny if we went to the Blue Cow and Jack is actually there? It was just an empty thread. That would be funny.
Well, I'm sure he's there,
Well,
but
she said
she's
that
also
it's
watching.
coming for him.
Why don't we just go snatch him?
Why don't we just hire him as a deckhand? Put the boy to work.
He's 11.
Yeah, he can carry things.
She also found me pretty easy, so
All right. Yeah, we're not going to deviate. We're going to do the things in
All
town.
right.
We're going to meet, and then we're going to go.
Sounds good. Ready, break.
Oh, wait! I have this extra armor. I've been wearing this entire time. And he pulls off his outer layer and another layer.
it's all sweaty.
I was getting kind of sweaty in there, but I've noticed you only have leather armor, and here's some studded leather armor.
Well, that's actually quite helpful. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Can I borrow that gelatinous cube to get the fur off of it before?
Jingles! He throws it down in front of it so it goes over it. It spits it out the other side. There you go. Nice and clean. A little
thank you.
ectoplasmy there. All right, now break.
Ready, break.
All right, you man your little outboat, which is your folding boat. You kind of say the little command word, and your storm giant toy elongates into the folding boat that you have. Return to shore. Make land with Casper, who immediately kind of heads off, whistling while he works, and seeking the help for the ship that he so desperately desires. And you guys are doing what?
I flick Casper 1 more gold. I go, that one's for you.
Thanks, Captain. Really feel it. Right here. The feels. In the heart.
Yep, got it. All right, Lenya, here I come.
So you want to go see Lenya
Lenya and
at
Kelson.
the Torn Veil
Yep.
and Kelson. Does anyone else want to go see Lenya and Kelson? Marishka wants to see Lenya and Kelson. Killian, anything you want to? Anything
matter.
specific you want to do, Killian?
Yeah, I'd like to stop by the Order Lux.
Stop by Order Lux.
Yeah.
Okay. Ray?
I'm staying on the ship.
You are on the ship, evoking Butterfly.
Yes.
Got it. Marishka's going with JB.
No.
Anything you wish to do?
Marishka's going with me.
I'm gonna
yeah,
try to learn how to
yes.
use this Spell Raider's brace I received.
Oh, so you're taking time on the ship with Ray to work on your spell?
Mm-hmm.
First time you'll see Ray quiet.
For 2 seconds.
Rubius.
I'm going to stay on the ship and birdwatch.
Okay. Notably, he looks through the proper end of the binoculars the entire time.
Whoa.
Wow.
This is huge.
And Morthos.
I'm gonna go into town to find some health potions.
Health potions. Okay. So we're going to start first with the Spellwriter's Brace. JB, you take some time with that, and you ascertain that you can cast one of your spells, and through the magic of that brace, it'll appear as a tattoo on your arm, and then you can use the spell as it's written on your skin to expend that spell without using one of your spell slots. Alternatively, the brace can be taken, and the spell that is written on your arm can be transferred to another individual who can also cast that spell and expend the tattoo of the spell. And you can do that once per day without using a spell slot, giving either yourself an extra casting of that specific spell that you prepare, or someone else to use that spell.
Yeah, I will use the tool to encode counterspell onto my arm for
Okay.
now.
So counterspell is on your arm. You have an extra counterspell casting. Very good.
And then I will short rest while I wait for it.
Yeah, this is very good. You short rest. All right, we are now going to go to Ray.
So, Ray so far has really mostly met ancestors on her father's side, but she thinks that this time she should meet someone on her mom's side. Not really knowing how to do this, she kind of sits down on the ground and she uses the power of thought and she goes, Salmon, 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 Salmon. Just over and over, fingers to her head, not knowing how to meditate at all, trying to get to her butterfly.
So you know that meditation is very important. You know that you've been taught basic meditative exercises.
She's using the power of thought now. on
But
top of it.
now you're using the power of thought. So Ray is there cross-legged, index fingers to her temples, her large ponytails extended out from her head.
I made sure that my hair was perfect
Immaculate.
before seeing my
Meditation
ancestors.
requires
Immaculate, absolutely.
proper grooming.
Trying to summon the most wise person she could think of that her mom told her.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check. Nope, it's not Arcana, it's Religion, but it's the same roll. Yep, Religion check, sorry.
4.
You seek to summon Solomon.
Salmon.
Salomon.
Salmon.
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 Kind
Salmon.
of like salmon, but like 2 space.
Got it.
syllables.
Salmon. Salmon.
Mm-hmm.
Who you know? Who you know to be very wise. And while you recall the story of Salmon and his tremendous wisdom, the butterfly doesn't seem to emerge. A little bit frustrated. You think maybe you could try again later, as you get a little bit more of your day going and learn more about what it is you're trying to do.
She gets a little discouraged at this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because it's not purple, isn't it? I'm not purple. And she takes out her whittling and she angry carves. And you kind of see her just hacking through some wood, not really making anything, but just kind of sitting dejected.
Yep.
Feeling like she was abandoned.
Okay. Very good.
Hey, Jack is important to her.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
Stupid dice.
them's the rolls. All right. Morthos. Roll an investigation check.
$16.
Without going through the role playing, you are able to find 2 minor healing potions as you go and check in with Captain Curtis and ask him if he has any extra supplies as you seek to undertake a new mission for the sake of the city. He shows you to the quartermaster and doesn't really ask too many questions, having earned his trust. And he says, well, I can't give him quartermaster. I can't give him to you for free. Our cost is your cost, so that would be 50 gold a potion.
A potion.
It's not bad.
You said he only had 2?
2 minor healings.
Okay, I'll buy both of them.
Okay. Thank you. That's at cost. That is below what we normally, if we ever sell them, below what we sell them for. So if you have earned the trust of the captain, well, then you have all of the Watcher's trust. Okay.
We've done something right for once.
Let's move to Killian as he has gone in search of Ordo Lux. You arrive at the lighthouse, the kind of white stone marbled building that is resplendent in its reflective light. It is a stalwart, kind of staunch building, pillars and columns that belie power and strength, with a flame at the top that kind of, if not symbolically, kind of lights the area. You approach and head in through the large double doors, your small little footsteps echoing on the stone floor. Is there anyone who you are specifically seeking?
So first of all, can I don't know if I've ever been in a lighthouse like this before, but can I roll perception to see, knowing that we had suspicions that something was amiss in Order Lux, can I roll perception to see if there's anything out of, like,
Sure.
that I would recognize out of place? That is a
There's a dead body on the floor.
unnatural 20.
Something's not right here.
Having never been here before, you don't.
He was with me when we went to see Peter.
Having been here once before,
Yes, once before. I have been there before. Gotta love
You-
a good metagame.
Sorry.
no,
It
it's
was-
good
it was
reminder.
helpful, yeah.
Thank you. Nothing looks different to you per se. There do seem to be, with the 20, maybe 1 or 2 fewer paladins around, or clerics, or whatever they may be. Whether they're out on missions, it's impossible to say, but it's not quite as populated as it was. There is a room. As you walk, you see what looks to be a seasoned bronze dragonborn who is standing in front of a row of tables with what look to be 5 new recruits. As you kind of overhear him talking to them and saying, if you're going to be part of this order, you must learn to take orders. You must learn to stand for truth, to stand for justice, to stand for what is right, to slay evil unmercilessly. Mercifully. Unmercifully.
With much mercy.
With much mercy. No, that's wrong.
I was seeing if you were paying attention.
I'm glad all of you were.
And they all start to stand up one by one and like get.
Yeah.
Saying stand
They kind of snicker, yeah. And so he's going on in this sort of this onboarding type of speech.
Mm-hmm.
You continue on, and you reach the main atrium area, and there are more paladins there, clerics, fighters of light, each with the kind of the symbol of the lighthouse, Ordo Lux, the light symbol on their pauldron or their shoulder. You do see Cosette, who as soon as she sees you, she smiles and walks over to you. Says, "It's great to see ya. How you doing? How did it go? What happened? Did you get him?"
Yeah. The mission was successful.
Aye.
Yeah.
That's great.
So thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Can I make a donation or anything to?
No, I mean, no, that's not necessary.
No, but I'd like to again thank you for participating in our effort.
Oh, absolutely. Well, the minimum donation is 100 gold. Sure, so I'll take it. Oh, I'm just messing with you.
I give her 20 gold.
She takes it and she walks it over to a box in the corner. That is part of a little, what looks to be almost an area with some candles and different holy symbols. It looks to be a bit of a shrine area for several of the deities that are their patrons. And she just kind of drops it in the box. Blessings to you. May Bahamut be with you.
I do have a couple of questions for you, Miss Cosette.
Hey,
so
be happy to answer.
Like the person we were apprehending suffers from lycanthropy.
Aye.
Yeah. And you were pretty staunch on the whole.
Did someone get bitten?
No bites have occurred.
Okay. That's good.
In fact, after much conversation with this man, we were able to determine that he is actually a victim of abuse and suffering from a situation that maybe can be solved, and he seems to be willing to start a new path, if you know what I mean. With that, though,
you think that's sincere? You can see her dwarvish body is listening, but her kind of long hair in the dual braids kind of over her shoulder. She's, with your passive insight, you can tell she's a bit
weary of it.
Yeah. She's questioning the validity of this. She kind of looks at you. Are you sure it's sincere? Lots of people in tough situations will say whatever they can to get out.
Yeah, and we let me just say pretty astutely with I've been around the block a few times, if you can't tell, and I have friends with me who can make a pretty convincing case not to lie. And our friend does seem quite sincere in a change of path, at least not to return to what he was once.
And
but
what of justice? What of the crimes he's committed? What of...
I think he was operating under orders from someone else, and as you follow your orders, I think that he was also following his.
And you think that excuses it?
I think there's some grace that can be offered, as well as understanding the mental torment that he has put himself under may be punishment enough.
Roll a persuasion check.
With advantage?
I don't think you have any.
I don't have any.
Nice.
That is a 19. 19 on the die. 19 is the total.
She looks at you. Well, there certainly is a place for grace and mercy. As you know, I'm a paladin of the Platinum Dragon, Bahamut. I'm more often used to justice and evil receiving what it's due. But I understand what you're saying if you truly believe it's sincere. You say you've been around the block, and so have I. Been around.
Did you meet Jenny on the block? She's a nice lady.
Is that a Michael Jackson reference there?
I've been thrown off my train of thought. Hold on. Let me collect it.
Just hit you with that and keep going.
Did you hear something? Anyway, but I respect you. I respect
Likewise.
what you people have been doing, and you saved my life, so I owe you the benefit of the doubt. So, a cure for lycanthropy, presumably for our friend.
Yeah, hypothetically speaking. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm a paladin. I have some healing properties, but what you really need is a cleric. And while we have some around here for the ability to cure a disease in the early stages with like lesser restoration, once lycanthropy has settled in, it requires far more powerful magic. And depending on the individual, even unique healing properties that speak to the specific line and strain of that lycanthropy. He's a were-rat. It has its unique cure. I'm no expert. You'd have to seek out someone who is an expert in not just lycanthropy, but in the were-rat strain. We have a larger lighthouse deeper into Sembia. It's where in the Nine Hells is it? Hold on. Let me look at my map and make this up on the spot because I didn't plan for this.
She's the master.
Well, there's one, of course, in Selgant, which is the capital of Sembia. That's northeast of here, right? Then there's one in Cormier, which is a bit ways away, and in the Dale Lands, which is much further north on the way to the desert of Enrock. There's a large one there too at the crossroads of the Dales. It's a city that escapes me at the moment. I'll think of it though, and I'll get word to you.
Okay. Yeah, that
Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah, I do appreciate.
Ask him to repeat them again. Selgant, Cormanthier, Crossroads, Ice something?
The Dale Lands, in the Dale.
Yeah.
It's
Dell or Dale?
Dale.
Dale.
The Dale, in the Dale. D-A-L-E. In the Dale. And then there's some smaller lighthouses around, but you'll probably have more favor in finding what you need there, or at least getting a thread that you can follow.
I do appreciate it. I do have a couple more questions for you, just two. The first is how would you assess things that are going here in the Saloon Lighthouse. Are things in order? Are they? Does something seem off to you?
You know, I thought it was strange that they sent me out by myself.
As did we.
And encountered what I did, and wouldn't have survived without you. But truth be told, I haven't thought much of it since then, with my natural one. So
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
So I'm sorry, but I mean, it's a little this die is gone in the jail.
In the jail.
It's a little I mean, there's other people out on some. Maybe now that you mention it, we're a little light, but there's been some quests and some other things going on, and some cave or something that we've been having trouble with. But I don't rightly know much about it. I haven't been asked to investigate. I don't know those who went out after it haven't come back. You'd have to talk to Valrix. He's the captain here, but he's out right now, and so you'd have to come back another day.
Mm-hmm. Last question. I appreciate it. Just keep your ear to the ground. We thought it was odd
Now
as
that
well.
you mention it, I'll try to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last thing is a bit personal. I was wondering if you could maybe in your religious studies have come across the name of Ao and maybe have some insight on who natural 20 or natural 1.
Well, shite! I got another one. That dice is down too.
Let me ask again.
I don't even know what those letters
Ale,
mean.
what is that another good?
I was told he is the creator. That
Well, if it's a creator, it's got to be a she, hey?
well, I don't quite know. Legend is that he is, from what I understand, above the god. There's like gods, and then there's like Ao. But he kind of
impressive.
that's what I thought.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, if you can, and let me know what you find out.
Hey, do that. Take me a couple days. I'm not a scholar, but I know how to read.
And you have more books than I do, so I'd appreciate it.
Aye. All right. Well,
I appreciate your help, and again, thank you for your help at the bar with our friend.
aye. And she walks with you back to the entrance and bids you adieu. She turns and goes, and as she does, you see that the bronze dragonborn joins her, having come out of the room, and they have a conversation, and another of the order come and joins the two of them and continues to talk, and she's going about her business, continuing on. All right. Before we move forward, we're going to do our first giveaway of the evening. And so, as a way of saying thank you to the amazing little family that we have here that has emerged around our show and continues to grow, we like to do these weekly giveaways. So the first we're going to do is for the dice. And so if you would like to have an opportunity to win those forest green dice that you can see there rotating around in our little giveaways box, I don't know what's going on and why people are laughing.
I'm so happy.
Farting all over the side of the room.
Well done, Cackles. Well done. Listen,
That's on the internet forever now.
It's not even true.
Cackles crackling over there.
Oh my god.
cackling.
It's unbearable.
Cackles cackling.
Really? I just want a disclaimer that nothing's happening.
All right,
Let's
fair
go
enough.
to the giveaway.
Girls don't do that.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
So back to the dice. If you would like your chance to win some nice forest green dice, type into the chat right now, exclamation point fluff, F-L-U-F-F.
Fluffy.
Exclamation point fluff, F-L-U-F-F.
That would have been deck swabber.
Oh, for sure.
You
She's scarred
ever
for life.
get hurt, she's not helping you.
Exclamation point fluff. And then we will randomly choose. It is fluff! Exclamation point fluff. We will randomly choose one of the entrants to win.
We're really a bunch of
those
13-year-olds
dice.
playing 13-year-olds.
We are
Oh my
juvenile.
Fart jokes for days.
We have no shame
Penis jokes and fart jokes.
or
This is all it's
standards.
been.
Yeah,
We have
right.
no shame or standards. Exclamation point fluff to win some
Our
dice.
viewers are going up as we talk about fart jokes, so
Give the
we gotta
people
keep it
what
going.
they want.
Check out that stream. They're talking about dick, hands, and farts. It's awesome.
Oh my god.
Cheers to you.
Oh boy.
Nothing but top quality here.
Well, you
on
know,
this show.
we want to start 2021 off right.
That's right. Listen,
That's how you do it.
this is what schmucks do.
Yes.
This is how we amuse ourselves. All right. Oliver, Marishka, just Oliver and Marishka.
Correct.
And then we're
You
done.
you have sought out Lenya and Kelson. Kelson being the halfling who you assisted earlier on, the leader of the Night Knives, who gave you some important information, and who you saved, who had been seeking to hold the Zentarum at bay, and who you have kind of earned the trust of, though perhaps are a little bit wary of his full intentions and motivations. He has revealed himself to you, Oliver, specifically to be a harper, so you trust him implicitly.
Like I do most people.
I was gonna say he did before that.
And Marishka, he specifically brought you in to be a consultant with the group, so...
Yeah.
So as you see his small halfling form, which is now not being hidden in his little shop, where he sells his trinkets and odds and ends, he sees you approach, and you enter the dolphin market where all these different shops are and open tents, and you go into Trinkets and Treasures, his shop. The curtain is drawn open, and there is Kelson. He sees you, says, "Oh, well, how you doing? Yeah, Oliver and Marishka, what can I do for you? It's my pleasure to assist you today. How are things going, Marishka? Is everything well? You assisting our friends here?"
Everything is going fantastic. But tomorrow is a new day, so who knows? But so far, things have been going very
It's
well.
a decidedly pessimistic out.
No,
Look.
it's positive. Everything's been going well. Well, we saved the city pretty much at one point, and now we're trying to keep saving the city so that it stays saved, so...
I am aware of Zemni's disappearance, and the Zentarum have gone dark overnight. And so this last 10 day has been, well, a breath of fresh air. Well done, well done. I trust that her guidance was helpful in your activities. I heard of a little kerfluffle in... It was funny, I understand. It might be a little embarrassing
Oh my
to
god.
you.
She hasn't once. Stephen manages
Yeah, she's been great.
I'm having an allergy attack.
I'm talking about what happened in the Black Viper,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, you know.
and how you kind of made a scene with Morthos and pretended to have a bad date. I talked to Gershwin, and he was rather amused by the whole thing.
How well do you
I
know
imagine he would
Gershwin?
be.
I know Gershwin very well.
He was an amusing person.
Yes, he's a funny chap. He's powerful. Don't get on his wrong side, but he runs a tight ship. So,
Sorry, I was taking a note there.
That's fine. I understand.
All right, I'm gonna level with you.
Level. Let's hear it straight.
The lady, capital T, capital L.
Go on.
You know her?
I know of her.
You
I
know-
don't.
Yeah. She asked us to do something for her.
You met her?
Yeah, kinda.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
She's
kinda,
a lovely person except for all the bad things about her. But aside from that, you know, very wise, but
that's-
badly so.
That's funny because I've heard the same reputation about you.
It is like cut from same cloth, except my cloth is cleaner now and hers is still waiting to wash cycle.
I understand those soiled garments are a pain.
Exactly.
Right. Can happen accidentally, I've been told.
So,
And just when you thought we were done.
I know. Mysteriously
they pulled
absent.
me back
next
in.
Good God.
so yeah, she asked us to get an item in Draung Tower.
He's about to take a drink of his water, and he just kind of stops. Puts the little cap back on his drink.
She wants you to go into Draung Tower.
Yep. And I have a couple of questions because, you know me, I trust, like, everyone implicitly, always. Except that one time
What does she want to do with the item?
Who said it was an item?
You said she wants you to get an item from Draung Tower.
Did I?
That's what I heard.
I don't remember. She says it's part of a larger hall. And we are after...
But before you give me more information, I would like to specifically know the answer to the question. What did she say she would do with the item?
Nothing. She just wants us to give it to her.
For no purpose. She didn't elucidate that to you.
No. That's our reasoning. Let me open up my book. Go back.
She was trying to find the secrets of life.
What did you discern from the lady? What is she?
Oh, she's a hag.
Are you sure?
She looked very haggish.
Well, that's interesting. And she was making a deal with you to secure an item. What did she say she would do in return for said item?
Oh, yeah. She'd leave Saloon alone. And everyone we cared about. In Saloon.
What do you know about hags?
Can I be honest with you?
I hope.
Not a thing.
What do you know about hags?
I know that they are. Do I know anything about Hags?
Roll history check.
Well, that's a 3, so no.
Oh my goodness.
Here's what I know about hags, since it seems that neither of you know much. They are consummate deal makers, always seeking an angle for themselves to accomplish their goals and purposes, but they won't break their word.
Okay, so...
They may twist it, they may try to finagle it, but that's why the specific words that she spoke are important. If she said she would leave Saloon alone, does that mean that all of her minions will leave Saloon alone as well? If you can suss that out, it sounds like it might be a good deal for Saloon.
So, here's what I had in my notes. Alright? There's a rival coven. I guess hags are in covens.
They are.
In the area that have been beating her as of late.
This is good.
And I feel like she wants the item. It's a silver dagger called the Mage Slayer with fine mithril filigree.
Another one. Oh my gosh. Can you roll ones in battle, not when we're trying to get information?
The next ones are
This
also
is my brand new bronze dice just failed me.
I like it.
You're not getting rolled anymore today.
So, I've never heard of that item. I can't speak to you there, but listen. Let me just talk straight to you, and I know you'll understand this. As a harper, as a person who is for the utility of the greater good, if I know that my enemies and the enemies of my people are at odds with each other, which is coven against coven, then I want to exploit that. And if she's willing to make a deal to our benefit here so that she can kill some other hags, it sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
The enemy of my enemy is my opportunity.
Exactly. Now, there's, I'm sure, far more layers to this that you need to suss out, but on its face, I like that deal.
All right. All right.
How else can I help you? That's a good update. That's good news.
And I think you don't know anything about the dagger. I was coming to know, like, if you knew any lore.
I'm not an expert on magical items.
How about what happened to Draung Tower?
What I understand, there was a powerful wizard there named Draung who had a battle. There was a fight with some other mages, and the whole dang tower came down. And then Saloon just kind of built up over it and around it and forgot about it, and it was inconsequential until a couple months ago when that there storm emerged and some strange things started happening.
Right. Well, Mr. Kelson, that's our update.
Well, I do have one thing.
I still have to talk to Lenya.
Ah.
Hold your horses.
Mr. Kelson,
behind that chat.
our contract was for me to assist the Shades to help with the Zentarum issue. As you have just so stated yourself, the Zentarum issue is dwindled to a non-issue. Now, if you recall the payment terms, it was 500 gold up front, 500 upon completion.
Actually, you tried to negotiate 550 on completion, but
Yes,
you know.
I am a changed woman, and the generosity in my heart knows no bounds. So where's the 500 gold?
So you've taken out the top head honcho of the Zentarum?
We put enough holes in that ship of theirs that I don't think it's going to be sailing much longer. The lady herself even acknowledged this to us, with some consternation.
I don't remember that.
Oh, I do. She did say it.
He sits back in his little chair that he's kind of found as you've been talking to him. Roll a persuasion check.
With advantage because it was in the contract?
You are persuading him that the Zentarum have been
I see.
fully dealt with.
19.
Well, you make a good point. Who was the leader of the Zentarum?
No, we don't ask names.
But he's dead?
Every person that is responsible for continuing the legacy of the Zentarum has now been eradicated, or their minions have now been dismantled to the point
Roll
that
a
they can cause
deception. Roll
no
a deception
problem.
check.
Shoot.
With disadvantage because all of us like, huh?
Yes! 26!
26?
Yeah. For the record, I do genuinely believe they are dismantled.
This is gonna backfire.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I do. I really do.
Well,
I remember all of that.
And that huge thing that we almost died of in the farmhouse. Okay.
if you say so.
Give me my money.
Is this true, Oliver?
Yeah.
Kelson, can I level with you?
I would hope so.
Yeah, she's full of shit.
Talking about?
You are very convincing.
What do you mean? What are we talking about?
I genuinely do not know what they're talking about. The lady said... We'll
What
never
did she
co-
say?
Wait.
Tell me from your notes what she said.
Wait,
I don't need to take notes because I remember
Because you
things.
don't remember.
Wait. Don't need to be fighting on
Ah,
this
she's just
sake.
wrong.
Okay, well, it sounds to me like I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt here. She was rather convincing, and well, it sounds to me like maybe you didn't understand the full scope of the charge. You've taken out Zemni, however, and he was the number 2, which I mean, happens a lot around you, those number 2s, right?
I
And,
hate everybody here.
and so,
If you touch me, I will stab you with a pencil. And Mariska dies, and she never comes back.
and so, I'm gonna give you half of the gold. And he takes out 3 pouches. There's 2 pouches of 100 and 1 of 50. It's yours. The remainder will be yours as soon as we have confirmation that the top dog has been dealt with in Saloon. Does that sound like a fair compromise to you?
Yes,
That sounds
Harper.
fine. We are continuing to work anyway in close alignment, so that sounds agreeable.
Trust me, I am overjoyed by your success, and I think it was a very good move to bring you in. So I'm going to give myself some props for that. But I don't want to see what just happened there. That's not healthy. That'll be exploited, and they will.
I doubt it.
I mean, I'm just saying that's not good. Anyway, you get the point? All right.
The point is gotten.
Do you think this is fair?
Yes.
I don't care. It's not my money.
Do you think it's fair?
If we are continuing to work around the city, it makes sense.
Just as long as you're not perturbed. I want to make sure you're not perturbed.
Kelson, I value your business. It is alright.
All right.
There's like an inner scream going on behind the curtain. I've never been more calm.
You're just shaking. You've got a vein on your forehead. I'm fine.
I'm sorry. I
The
didn't.
table is like scorching under my finger.
I didn't mean to set you off. That's all.
I am the calmest person you'll ever meet. I've
Well,
never been not calm.
Very good. That that reputation of flamey fiery death, just
Exaggeration.
explosive personality and all.
Oh, someone put their cigarette out on the table. Where did that burn mark come from?
Sorry.
I think
Anyway, the last remainder, yours. And I'll tell you what, I will throw in that bonus when you bring me proof of completion. Fair?
that sounds fair.
Again, not my money. Yeah, whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but partners.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Anything else then?
Nah.
All right. Well,
Toodles.
that's what I was gonna say.
I know. I could see it in your face.
You're getting better. That's Hopper work right there.
Thank you.
Toodles. You kind of turn and leave. Mariska kind of playing with flames in her hand.
We get
very-
outside. That's my friend in there. You can't lie to him like that.
If it makes you feel better, I didn't think I was lying.
Oh. Oh, you just misremembered?
No, I remember the lady saying that we had severely interfered with her business and ruined all of her minions that she had with the Zentarum.
Even
The
though
conclusion there.
Phineas is still at large, doing his own thing, and we still don't know who the number one was who was unnamed.
He said to dismantle the Zentarum operations. We have dismantled that operation. If there are remaining members of the Zentarum,
Which we know for a fact there are,
which we know for a fact there are,
so therefore not dismantled. Correct?
dismantled.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. You just want to play with words.
Oh, you're playing with life.
Try me.
Ah.
As he's
Let's go
gripping,
get health
as he's
potions.
gripping the
precious.
The precious.
We're not gonna make it out of this dungeon.
So as you
Thank God.
It's everything you wanted. Trying to give you what you want, Steve.
Civil War in real life and at D&D.
Oh man. Okay. You walk across the Dolphin Market to the Torn Vale, where you enter the shop of Lenya, who has many different odds and ends, much like trinkets and treasures, though of a more esoteric and rare variety, larger store. The woman, Lenya, who you have purchased from before, is there, tending to her shop as she always has. You see her glowing halo above her head, the light blue skin and black hair kind of neatly braided and down over her right shoulder. She has the white owl on her opposite shoulder there, and she greets you. Oh, hello again. How can I assist you? It's been some time. I don't believe
I wanted to introduce you to my friend.
Hello, he's a very good friend of mine. My name's Mariska.
You're gonna roll well now.
I'm
I believe you.
It's good that you have friends. Friends are important. They stick together. They encourage one another in the hard times.
Yeah, about that. We have a hard time coming up,
Oh,
and me and Mariska need answers.
I'm sorry to hear that.
If you can help us.
I would be happy to.
You know about
Presuming I have the answers.
you
of
know
course.
about like weird magical items, right?
Well, yes, it's my business.
Where do you get most of yours from?
Ah, well, I have those who acquire them. Sometimes I work with the collectors from Candlekeep. When they find items that they don't need, they sometimes offer them to me. And other times, there's random merchants or adventurers or the like who sell them. Various means and ways. Why do you ask?
Well, we've been tasked with going into Draung Tower to find magical items. And I was thinking, if we find some stuff, we might parlay that with you. Maybe. I don't know. Secondly, there's an item down there that I'm looking for. And I was wondering if you knew anything about it.
Did you say Draung Tower?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh my.
Go on.
Well, there's rumored to have been a very powerful mage who lived there and, well, dabbled in some dark magics.
What kind of dark magics?
Oh, I don't quite know. Necromancy or perhaps some infernal magics, things that are typically not looked well upon by the usual arcanists.
Do you use infernal magic? With your fire?
purple flame comes out.
Oh, that's unique. Are you a... She looks you up and down. Sorceress?
Correct?
Well, you see, with her, it manifests from her bloodline, her essence. So, somewhere in your ancestry, there was some unique evocation magic that still bubbles forth. I hope you use that for good. As the halo on her head kind of brightens a moment. But the rumors of Draung say that he did not, and therefore others came against him. And a battle ensued, and it's unknown what happened to Draung, but his tower fell and sunk into the ground, covered over by silt and mud from the sea and river. Later, the city grew up over and around the ruins, and it was lost and forgotten. Some tried to find it, but decided it wasn't worth it, especially given what was rumored to have been there. You say there's a specific item. Do you know what it's called?
It's a dagger. Silver with mithril filigree, and I believe it's called the Mage Slayer.
The Mage Slayer dagger. Well, you can see her mind whirring. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
$31.
Sorry, it was 32.
You kind of look at her with your big, round cat eyes. And Bart kind of comes up on your shoulder as he's kind of looped around the ivory crest.
Please tell me more.
Well,
Who could resist?
the Mage Slayer dagger, if it's to be believed, was, like you said, part of a more powerful artifact known as the Ashen Crown. It's an ancient artifact of elven and celestial make, which is why I know about it.
Why?
Well, I'm an Aasimar. I know about things that deal with the divine and different artifacts. The problem with the Ashen Crown is it wasn't always called the Ashen Crown. It had an elvish name, but it was corrupted and stolen away. I'm not sure how many other pots there are, but they are rumored to be in and around Sembia, as that was where it disappeared. If Draung had one, that would make sense, given the type of magic he was delving into, or at least rumored to. The Mage Slayer dagger, in particular, was said to be able to prevent the use of magic. Didn't deal high levels of damage, per se, but a mage unable to use their magic, well, they're a dead mage. Weak and worthless, if you ask me, without the magic.
She winks at you.
What? How many other pieces of this crown are there?
I don't know.
What does it do when it's all together?
Well, it was meant to be a giver of life.
Probably the opposite then. Got it.
The corruption, well, it took life away. But the way most of these artifacts work, you can destroy them, or you can try to cleanse them with the proper divine intervention. That would be a quest all on its own. But if all of the pieces fell into the wrong hands, that could be dangerous to those upon whom their eye are rested. You take good notes. That's an excellent trait. Perhaps more of your friends should do the same.
I only do things that are relevant to Ray.
I just tell him to take notes for me.
What if they're relevant to Ray, though?
I'll take them.
Ah.
If I wasn't there, I don't know what happened.
My memory never fails me.
I'll only take notes if I'm there. Well done.
Well,
Okay.
is there anything that you wish to buy today?
You got anything new that'll help us? What are we going to be facing when I go down there?
I did get 2 new items, actually.
Will it help me down in Draung Tower?
Well, there's this javelin that I recently was required.
Is that a javelin of lightning?
It is. And
Did you get it kind of
there's a,
over by New Ordulin?
I don't know where it came from. It came in from the north. Someone said they had found it, and
Is that a poison dart?
yes.
Son of a gun. One of my friends had those. They're dead now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then you probably wouldn't want them. I apologize for drudging up hurt.
Well, as Marishka says, there's other fish in the sea, and that's how we got Marishka.
Grimace of a smile.
Well, I suppose that's silver lining.
Do you have anything else for sale?
Yes, I still have the boots that you saw before
What kind of boots?
of the Winterlands.
My soul doesn't say those are the captain boots for me.
And she holds up a pair of boots that, if I can find them, look like they have heavy white, almost polar bear fur around them. They're sturdy. They have kind of little spikes in the soles of the boot that look like it would be able to traverse icy, slippery terrain easily and to provide a lot of warmth and protection in cold weather. So they provide resistance to cold damage, and you ignore difficult terrain created by ice or snow. And you can tolerate very low temperatures. She also says, I still have my feather, which she kind of,
How much was that?
well, it's mine, but I would be willing to part with it for 500 gold.
I remember, that's why I don't have it. It's a little steep.
What does this feather do?
Well, it's one-time use, lasts for an hour, but basically animates and fights by your side. And then I have this little fancy contraption I got off a gnome. It's a quick draw, little hand crossbow that can be used to get some extra punch in a combat from someone who knows how to use it.
How much is it?
That one's 1,000 gold.
Good God.
You haven't heard that much this whole campaign.
I have like
So what's on clearance?
Yeah, seriously. I have like 6 gold coins to my name.
Oh, well,
I'm hoping to like get stuff, bring it back, sell it to you for more, and then turn around and buy more stuff from you.
well,
Is that how commerce works?
I mean, I would trade if you had items that you'd be willing to trade.
No.
All right, well, tell you what. You think about it. You go find some things and come back and talk to me. Maybe I'll have new items in stock, like I just got these 2 in. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have any potions, would you?
Oh, good question.
Well, I do have one potion. It is a potion of invisibility.
How much?
Ooh.
This is 300 gold.
Let me confer with my friend here.
Oh, please, I am so eager to hear it. Let us discuss. One moment, ma'am.
How much do you even have?
It's almost like it would be cool if we had more gold to buy things.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, if you want to
Interesting.
lie for it, then I don't really want it.
Oh, that's what you say before you're in a bad situation.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
300 gold for this potion?
I'll
I'm
kick in.
speaking to her now.
Yeah.
How long does the invisibility last?
Oh, well, that's an excellent question. It lasts for 1 hour,
Mm.
unless
Hmm?
you take an action, in which case it will then dissipate. But
Hmm.
if you don't cast a spell or attack anyone or anything like that, it'll last for up to an hour. Very effective and, well, when you don't want to be seen.
300 gold.
Is that the best you can do? We spent a lot of coin here.
Roll persuasion. Are you assisting him?
Yeah,
How are you doing so?
I am
Doesn't matter, 30.
nodding emphatically.
You needed a 31.
You needed that crit. Oh.
All right.
All right, I'll tell you what.
Well, I got it. A 1. You didn't say which kind.
So bad at
Lawyer.
persuading that you are persuading.
Well, I suppose you have been good patrons. I'll tell you what. 250 gold.
What a coincidence. We just got that. I would not ask you to do that. That is unfair.
Here you go.
Thank you. There you go. And a little something.
Oh, she gift wrapped it.
She gives you
you.
a pouch with 3 little, almost like, it kind of looks like a good berry, but different, a little almost like balls of bread. Says, eat these, 1 per day, and you'll be full all day long.
Thank you very much. That's actually quite kind of you to throw that in.
My pleasure.
How many are there in the
3.
bag? 3? Okay.
Yep.
And then I go to Mariska and I give her 50 gold.
Okay, so you get 50 gold back.
Yay.
And a potion of invisibility. All right, well, it was fun chatting with you, and I...
Have you found my ivory coin?
No.
Okay. See ya!
Bye. Farewell.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Rubius is still watching birds.
You all have
Another bird.
now reconvened at the Blue Cow.
Ray, a lot less mad on her boat ride over. She was singing one of the songs that her dad would sing to her.
Yes.
I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I praise you because. And he keeps going.
Ray,
He
this is
goes on.
cringe.
She's a little less grudgy because she knows that Anam loves her and that he made her not purple skin for a reason. So her angry whittling kind of.
What? Fearfully made.
Very good.
Okay, I can't tell Jack that he's in trouble. I can't say anything. Hi, Jack! How are you?
Hey.
Goodbye. She runs out the door. Guys, I can't do this. I can't tell him his life is in danger.
You don't have to.
That'd be a great pickup line.
How can I not?
Do you want him to worry?
But how can I hold that information? Maybe he could do something to save himself.
He's 11.
He's not 11. He's my age, and I'm 13.
Does he have life insurance?
Well, I assume his dad does.
He's a little too young to get it.
As you're having this conversation, you all kind of make your way into the Blue Cow Inn, and they're waiting for you with Morthos and Rubius and...
Just a milkshake, please. Just a normal one.
Is
Nothing fancy.
Captain Curtis, who came back and found you, Morthos, after you went and found him. He said, hey, by the way, I took the liberty, because you guys weren't around, of going to the Merchants Guild, and my boys found all those goods that you sent them on, and so here is your reward. So here's the 700 gold that you earned, and since none of you all really ever thought to go pick it up, I thought I'd do it for you,
Well, that
because
was
I'm a benevolent god.
very kind of you. More of those gives everyone 100.
I give it back to Morthos.
Just looking at
Kind
him.
I give it back to you.
I have
Wait,
all
are you
those.
13. She shouldn't be in charge of money.
100.
Are Oliver and I back yet?
Oh,
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
all
okay, good.
I give Mariska another 50
I'm rich.
because I didn't want her to. I wanted to split it, but I can't.
After I get my 100, I go talk to the bar. Jack's dad.
Hey, how's it going?
I have seen a few of your customers indulging in that frozen coffee beverage.
Yeah, I thought I'd take your recipe, and I already did a little bit of what I like to call ice cream, and I kind of mixed it, and people are loving it.
That is fantastic. How's your sample supply?
I'm almost out.
Yes. I will set up a trade route for you, and so they may be calling you to the docks at some point in the next month or so to re-up on supply.
That's excellent.
If you would like to continue this relationship.
Absolutely.
I may not return from the next trip I'm going to take, but the relations are all set up with those back at the farm.
Okay, that's good. Should I expect something specific, or just someone saying they're here on your behalf?
Well, it would contain coffee grounds.
Okay, so the proof.
That's what you should expect.
The proof is in the grounds.
Correct.
Got it.
And I will have one of those.
Oh, absolutely. Let me whip that up for you.
I have not thought of doing this yet.
Yeah, so he kind of goes, and you hear a little bit of rustling in the background, and some chipping at what sounds to be like an ice block or something of that, and then some almost like crunching, grinding sound like in a mortar and pestle, and then the telltale pour and a mix, and he brings it out with a little literal straw for you. If you need a spoon, that people sometimes prefer that if they want to go eat a little faster. Delicious. Yeah.
I'll take a beer.
Sure. What'd you have?
An IPA. Of some sort.
Oh.
That's one thing I remembered as well, is I liked IPAs. That doesn't mean anything to you, though.
Did
IPA.
you not like them before?
I just didn't know what they were.
Okay. Well, I'll get. Yeah,
I just need one.
I have.
please.
Yeah, I have some.
Thank you, sir.
And he kind of goes and brings you a bottle that he pops there.
A quick question for you, sir. The lady that met us here the other night, has she been around before or after? Before that one specific instance?
Are you
Sil,
joking?
you dumbass.
Number one. That's the fourth one tonight.
And then the next
third on me.
You know
Third
he's gonna
on
be
me.
rolling 20s
Yeah, we
when
should
we're
have
in
went to the
combat.
dungeon first.
Right away.
Seriously.
Right away.
I'm
We're gonna
bringing
die.
I'm bringing in a new batch of D20s.
No! Keep the one.
Delete.
No, I can't say that I have. She was really sweet, though. She loved that drink, and she was really nice to Jack.
A word of caution. She may not have the most pure of intentions, including when it comes to Jack. So just keep an eye out. I don't think she's all that she appears to be.
Okay, I appreciate that warning.
Ray is 2 milkshakes in, staring directly at Jack. And as
Good
he
sugar
brings her
rush.
the third one, she just switches her straw and stares at him.
Hey, you okay?
She sucks even harder on the milkshake and won't say a word.
Don't.
Oh,
Okay.
if there's anything you need, just let me know.
Just don't.
I saw a quick twinkle in your eye.
Team, are we ready to make our way out? Is there anything else we need to take care of beforehand?
Nope, I'm ready.
Fighting a
She's on a
brain
sugar high.
freeze.
Yeah.
And the not to talk.
Oh, Marishka was very benevolent, and she bought a potion of invisibility.
Thank you.
Are you?
See you guys. Good seeing you all. Come again.
Ray goes to stand up to leave. She gets
Oh.
halfway to the door. She turns around and quickly runs and kisses him on the cheek and runs out.
Good God. That was a literal giant bumbling towards an 11-year-old.
13! We're the same age, man!
He not the same size.
Half the size.
He just looks at you.
She's just can't believe she did it, and she won't say it.
Best friend. Good job.
That's
That's
right.
right,
I
I
wouldn't see him ever
It's
again.
like Shaquille O'Neal kissing Tom Cruise.
You could have gone with You could have gone with so many different combinations there.
That's the one that came into my head.
Well,
I like it.
Oh man.
So did Tom Cruise.
So, where are you guys going?
We're going to the Brennan household.
I reach out to
Let's go. Skip the.
Morthos, and I grab his forearm and I say, Morthos, I have the gift from well, I guess she said Santa Claus.
oh, Domaten.
Domaten.
Santa, guys, come on.
Help me to be able to use this ink here on this this arm stocking, and I'm able to transfer magic to someone, and so I've given you the opportunity, since you're usually in the front, to see that which may be magical. Although this dungeon seems to not like magical people, but you should be able to counter a spell using that if you see one happening. So, just trying to keep you safe.
Oh, thank you, JB. That is appreciated.
No problem. No problem. I'll do it again if I had the chance.
And in fact, here, why don't you take one of these potions of healing that I have?
Oh, all right. I will grab that. I may be able to apply it to another person at some point in the battle.
And he also goes and gives one to Oliver.
Hey,
Okay.
why don't we?
Does that work with my gloves?
The gloves only work when you
Cast.
cast a spell.
Okay.
Oliver.
Yeah.
Why don't we put the invisibility potion in Jack's drink and then relocate him somewhere else?
I don't think that would work.
So you want us to kidnap him?
Better us than her.
It lasts an hour.
By that time, he'll be long gone with a new family.
Where's he gonna go?
He can choose his own future instead of working at that damn bar.
It's his dad's bar and he's 13. I like the
Just
idea.
a thought.
You know what? You keep
Guidance
throwing him out
counselor
there.
Rubius.
We'll see what sticks. This is not one of them, though.
I figured I'd chime in.
I like it. Not really, but I like the effort.
Oh, God.
So you make your way to the part of the city that you have heard has some unique magical events going on. Who is leading the investigation to try to find the Bengen home, since you didn't ask anyone where it might be?
Well, we know the Draung district is in the center of town.
I'll do it.
Somebody who's
Oh.
got good investigation.
Okay,
I'll
so
Am
go
I
ahead
rolling
and
something?
roll your investigation check.
Is that-
25.
The ancient language is so beautiful.
Anton time.
He's speaking the language of gods.
In sing-song.
Tom Bombadil.
As you kind of sing an ancient Ravnikian song to yourself,
What are you
Cannon.
laughing at? Stop laughing at my song.
continue on, and you find a young couple walking along that seem to be talking about whatever their business is, and they answer your question and kind of point you to what looks to be an old abandoned house. There's no light on inside. The curtains are drawn. It's a one-story home. Looks to be kind of a little cottage type of home in the midst of the rest of the homes in this area. And they say that's the Bengen home.
Thank you for your kindness, and if I can do anything for you, you just please ask.
Oh, well, I don't know if you know anyone who could marry someone. And the woman kind of looks over at the man, and they kind of hold each other hand in hand.
Well, listen, if you wanted to go to Ordo Lux, the lighthouse, then mention that you have assisted in the Shade's work, there may be someone there who may be able to give you the blessing of matrimony.
Well, I appreciate that. Come on, dear. It's
Thank
like, all right, Dave, babe.
All right, Dave.
Great day.
All right, Dave.
It's David.
Canon.
As they walk
They
away,
must have just met.
you know, I've got my certificate. As a captain, I can marry people.
Oh,
But I've never done that before, so they'd probably be able to go there. Just for future reference, in case anyone here wants to get married.
mm-hmm.
You and Jack.
No.
So captains in this world are those that marry people?
I have the certificate. He pulls out something that says, I can marry people in Fran.
That seems legit.
Excellent.
Misspelled.
I just know that some spells I can't reach with the words or the movements, and there's some people that work in the cleric realm and the paladin realm that can do that. So, but if you can do that, let's get David now.
No, I've never done it.
Oh, okay.
I cost too much.
So you continue to the darkened home.
Is there a locked door?
The door is locked.
Oi, Melinda!
Oh boy.
You just go ahead and roll an athletics check.
There were squatters in there.
19.
19.
door's
With
dead.
ease, you rush up to the door and with one smooth motion, kick the front door in. It doesn't swing in so much as just fly off of its hinges and smash down.
I got it, guys!
Your form is getting better.
Thank you. I've
Yeah.
been practicing. A
Like-
lot of doors kicking.
Yeah, you extend
So
really
much
well.
for the element of surprise.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that
Hey,
reminds me.
yes.
Who
Surprise!
needs an
Ray does
invisibility
jazz
potion?
hands.
Good job, Ray. Who needs an invisibility potion? I'm pretty sneaky, so whoever's not sneaky should probably have this to become sneaky. Or if you are already sneaky, you can become sneakier.
Do you think maybe Mr. Morthos?
I would gladly take a potion of
mean,
invisibility.
No.
We did learn, though,
No?
about the blind trying to look for
Mr.
things.
Killian. All right.
I think he has been proven to be our infiltrator.
I'm rather sneaky as well. Just saying.
But that's true also.
I can also cast that one spell that I did back at the fort, where I make all of us pretty sneaky if we need.
True.
Well, I don't think there's any reason for sneakiness right now.
I think
But
we
just
should give
in
it to the
case.
hulking giant.
It's actually maybe not a bad idea.
Then we lose her punch.
Ray.
Well,
True.
you
Ray.
can get into a position to do the punch.
Well, what I know about the invisibility, it'd be really good if there's like this area
I'd like
that
to
we
look
wanna
around the house.
investigate before we.
So you're all standing on at the threshold talking
No,
about this
we're in.
as a couple of people are kind of have heard the broken down door and have looked and seen you. One woman seems to kind of have turned and started walking in the direction of some guards down the road.
Oh,
I'll
shoot.
smooth them over. Don't worry.
Morthos just walks inside.
Merciful
I do too.
fellows.
Wait, don't forget
Bow,
about
bow drawn.
booby traps.
She's grown up.
What's so funny?
Traps.
What is mentioning a bird have to do with this?
As we go, I'll go in, I pick up the door, and I put it back.
Okay, you put the door back in place. You
clearly
are
not on the hinges.
inside. You all see that there is a thin layer of dust which has settled on the entirety of the floor. There are cobwebs about. There does look to be some blood stains in the floorboards and the rugs. The furniture is all either moved to one corner or smashed and kind of left. There are several crates with what look to be tools inside of them, and lanterns and oil.
What kind of tools?
Shovels, pickaxes,
Crowbars?
crowbars.
Probably take some of these, yeah. Do we want
I don't
to...
have a
Who
spell.
can't see in the dark?
Me, pick me. I can't.
Well, him.
I can see in the dark quite fine.
Well, you can't see.
Should we take some lamps with oil?
Oh, that might be a good idea.
What do we think?
Or
I can still use that spell to give us all vision without being seen.
But remember, we know Magic X funny down here. Or over here?
Well, then
Under?
should I even come with you?
That is
Probably not. Yeah,
Really
honestly,
pick up
I
an
don't know.
axe,
Yeah.
just-
Should
be
either
fair.
of us come with you?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think you can.
How's your sword, chap?
I have a dagger, but I mostly use it for opening packages.
Great.
You got this.
It's kind of like
It's a letter opener.
It's a letter opener.
I usually
I genuinely think it's a
spread
dagger,
butter on
though.
toast with it.
Or spray blood on the floor.
My
Of
old
my
character
enemies.
would have licked it and told you how long it was there for.
Well, your current character can do that too, probably.
You
Can I
can
take a look
put
around
them-
to see where the footprints go? Like, is there a hole in the ground, or is there?
They roll perception check.
While they're talking about. It's a natural 1, 12.
There don't seem to be any footprints.
Is there like a spot where the dust that you mentioned is really disturbed, even if it doesn't look like
Oh,
there's
wait.
anything there?
Just kidding. 16. I have lucky feet.
You do have a lucky feat. It's not so much that the dust is disturbed, so much as there seems to be a large, not large, but a collection of dirt residue around a section of floorboards that seems out of place compared to the rest of the cottage house. There's a little kitchenette, there's what would have been a bed, all just kind of piled into the side of the room, and on the opposite side of the room, these floorboards seem to have this dirt all about it.
Maybe, Ray, if you could lift these floorboards up carefully, or if someone wants to check, I don't think they'll be trapped, but I think that may be our way down beneath those. Point to the.
Okay. Are there any
Dirty area.
axes or crowbars I should take? Any of them look good?
This one has your name written on it. Yeah, literally.
Ray
Doesn't in
just
fact
traced
have
in
Ray
the
written
dust.
on it.
She takes out her whittling knife and she riddles Ray on it.
Now it has Ray whittled into it.
Does it wooden?
Is it rusty at all, or is it good quality?
JB uses his minor illusion to change it to say East Bay instead of Ray on it.
This works.
All of these tools are not necessarily clean. They're used, but they're not decrepit
All right.
and rusted.
She'll
They're
pick up West Bay, a crowbar, and a lantern.
East Bay.
East Bay, sorry.
very good. So you have those three things. You can add them to your inventory.
Mr. JB, do you want to carry a shovel?
My arms might get tired if I carry a shovel around with me, but why would I need a shovel?
Well, we might need to dig.
Or bury someone?
I will supervise. I'm the eldest here. I will supervise.
I'll carry the shovel.
Okay. I'll carry a pickaxe.
What
Is
other
the door
items are there?
trapped?
I don't know. Open it up. That's what you
Why
were
the
doing.
hell would he give me a
That's what I was
shovel?
gonna check
I
it
don't
first.
understand.
Hold Hold on.
Some coffee.
I cast Mage Hand,
I
my
have a small
cantrip,
knife.
and it can interact and I think lift about 10 pounds.
5 pounds, I believe.
No, it's 10.
Is it 10? Okay.
Yeah. So I just want to put the hand where that board is and see like if pressure triggers anything or if there's a spot where I can lift it.
Okay.
No
Go
need to
ahead.
risk your life.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check, just to see how well you can kind of test out the boards and control.
14.
14.
It's okay.
It slightly lifts a little bit. There doesn't seem to be any reaction before the hand dissipates under the weight of the full. As one board begins to lift, the rest of them start to come up, and then it dissipates.
All right. Well, I don't think there's any tripwires or anything attached to it.
Okay. 19 plus 11 to lift.
Yeah, you don't. It opens right up, and and you look down. There is a dark, unlit stone and dirt tunnel which just goes straight down. You see, kind of built into the lip, kind of in the foundation, the floorboards, There's a long coiled rope that's just kind of left there and tied to one of the cross beams underneath the floor that is coiled up there that it looks would be thrown down. And
Does it look? Oh, so it's like there are no stairs.
no stairs. It's just a tunnel that goes down, which you think you'll be able to fit in, but it's going to be a tight squeeze for you to kind of get down there.
Does the rope look like it would be able to carry me?
It's a regular old rope.
Morthos, can you put some light in the lantern?
How many
No.
lanterns were there?
You can control fire, I thought.
No.
She can.
Oh, Marishka, can you light fire in here? Morthos, can you change it to pink? I would like a pink fire, please.
It's purple.
I can do that.
Thank you.
This group does not appreciate
turns
me
green.
at all.
It doesn't know what pink looks
I
like.
have no idea what pink looks like at this moment.
This works too.
Are there
So-
other lanterns?
There are.
I grab one of them while she's doing that.
Okay, so you have a lantern as well.
Yeah, I can see, but fire. Control flame.
Okay.
I'll stay back.
Do you need a flame to control flame?
With my nose plugged.
Oh, that's one of your things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smart.
So you have a lantern, you have a lantern. It illuminates the area, and you begin to make your way down. What is your order that you're going down?
How deep is this? Does it look like? No idea.
You can't see to the bottom
see
of
the
it,
bottom?
so it's more
Okay.
than 60 feet.
You're leaving.
I think, yeah.
I'll be
I'll
right
go down
behind
and
her.
make sure you guys go down safe.
Okay, so Ray,
I'll be right
followed
behind her.
by Rubius. What's the rest of the order?
I'll go next then.
Morthos?
I'm going after.
Rubius has his crossbow
Mariska?
in his arms.
That would be in the middle there somewhere.
Killian,
I'll stay in the back, in the darkness.
I'll go second last.
Sure you don't want the
Oliver, and
shovel?
JB. Okay, so as everyone is going down, Oliver and JB, you are the last two to get to the rope when you hear a shoo as the door kind of is pushed in, and two guards are standing there, and they look in and they, what's going on here? What are you guys doing?
Spelunking.
I like that answer.
We lost our keys.
You're not, the only two that are up here are JB and Oliver.
I cast Calm Emotions.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
Yep.
What's the save?
16 charisma.
That's a 3 for the first,
The captain is another thing.
and a
Are we?
13 for the second. They
It's
both
funny
fail.
how.
Now I need you to roll a D100.
Let's do it.
Oh, already. I was
Man.
wondering if it was going to happen on top.
The
or
rope
not.
snaps.
Never done that.
20.
As you cast Calm Emotion, both of them are immediately, you watch as their faces kind of go from stern to kind of
Oh,
relaxed. And as you are holding out your hand, from your hand shoots forth a massive globule of grease,
Oh no.
which just coats both of them.
What they're calm
And
about.
they both immediately,
Nice.
4 and 10, slip and fall on their rear ends and are covered in grease. And they, that's funny.
It's a joke, right?
Yeah. Wow. What's going on, guys? I don't understand why you're in here.
Don't worry about it. What I think you should do is make sure no one else comes in if you stand on the outside of the cage.
You're not causing any problem in
Not
there.
at all, sir.
I think that
We're trying to stop problems from coming up.
the other one speaks up. Oh, wait, didn't I see you talking to Captain Curtis at one point?
I say that's correct. We have been working with him for a few weeks now.
All right. So you're probably just doing something for the captain then,
Yep,
right?
that's it.
Actually, yes, he does know about this endeavor.
Okay, well that's good. Well, we're just gonna go and get cleaned up. That was a
Watch
funny.
out, you might slip
Yeah,
again.
and
You're
he
in
kind of
it.
stands up and slips down again. Wow, that's just wow. Okay,
Have a good one.
I'm gonna see you guys. We're just we're gonna close this up and just you go. Good luck
You
down
might want
there.
to take a dust bath.
I thank you for your kindness.
What is going to run right off?
All right, that's good. Yeah, we can stay away from flame here, okay? That'll would
that'd be
probably
bad.
not be good
Yeah.
to light that.
Waka waka.
All right, guys, you guys are jokesters. That was funny. Okay, we'll see you later. So they put the door back in place. The door is
I panicked.
The door is smeared with grease as well.
But at least no one else will come in and sneak up on us.
That was a little bit of an overreaction.
I panicked.
I never thought of casting it on someone. Not the
Grease?
floor. That's
I don't know that spell.
exceptional idea.
I didn't do it. I tried to calm them down, and that came out.
Is it a cat thing? You
No.
sprayed them, didn't you?
No.
I heard about that.
That's from my anus. That was not that.
Okay, Mariska.
Set him up.
Thank
Nice.
you for coming to the Shades Comedy Hour.
It's pitch black where we're going down.
I have a lantern.
I know. I just remembered I can cast dark vision.
You can cast dark vision?
Yeah.
Did you cast dark vision?
I'm about to.
But not really.
Okay.
When we get down there, it's pitch black, right?
It is. Well, the lanterns that are being carried do provide bright light in 30 feet and dim light in another 10 feet. So
Okay.
as you get down
Yeah,
about
I'm
30 feet, you do see the bottom.
knowing, because I don't know what happened up there,
Let me show you my love.
but
Please don't move.
who doesn't have dark vision? Sorry, I just didn't when we
Me.
asked. You don't have it?
Really?
No, Bedelkin don't.
Oh, what a shame if he fell and died.
Do I give it?
I won't cry any.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna
What
wait
if
till
I
everybody gets
burned
down.
the rope?
Okay,
And once
so
everybody gets down,
you all reach the bottom, and there is a tunnel that proceeds forward about 20 feet and then disappears around a curve. As
Sorry, Mr. JB. I recall you can't see well in the dark either.
That is correct.
Neither can I. But I do have the ability to give somebody the ability to see in the dark. Is that something that would interest you, or do you think for the better of the group, since I have pretty good perception skills, maybe?
I will, without inciting you know he's lying, I will defer to your judgment on this one.
You're lying? What? Sorry, what'd you say?
I want to see in the dark, yes.
Oh, okay.
he's saying that you don't need insight to know that
He wants it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's I can always change into something that can see better in the dark. So
Oh, that's true. yes.
I'll touch him and cast dark vision.
You are wise, wise.
So
woman.
you
see 60
100,
Your
baby.
eyes immediately adjust to the light, and you see, not in color, but in black and white, as plain as day. And you need to roll a D100, please.
Me?
That is it. I do 61.
Okay.
61.
Come on, baby.
I feel like that was bad.
Are you gonna throw a fireball at my
Seriously?
face instead? Your eyeballs burn out.
Oh no, what a shame. Fireball joins us.
Let's hear it.
As the light exudes in your eyes,
Please.
you take your hand back, and immediately you hear a crackle of kind
Crackle or
of
crackle?
crackle
Oh, lightning.
of lightning above your head. There's like a little light thunder that follows.
I said, what in the hell?
And a
Run. Everybody get away from me.
cloud emerges over your head.
Oh, shit.
It begins to rain on you, and it extends in a 10-foot radius around you, raining. And then after about a minute of this, it turns to snow. And it's just snowing on you.
We should have bought those boots. The frost boots.
Does that
It's
count
just
as
continuing to snow. And
It hasn't stopped.
so I move up 10 feet. Does it follow me?
The cloud moves with you.
Does that
Okay,
count as
Eeyore.
a storm for one of his abilities? Counts as a storm. in
There is
nature.
a snowstorm
perpetually above his head. For how
Thundersnow.
long, he knows not.
How long?
How long, he knows not.
Forever.
It's still there.
Oh, I can't wait. I love it. This could be literally the best thing for
It could be.
My call lightning spell.
Yeah.
Austin is so happy right now. This is like
Snow.
Magic Beans time.
Oh, this is,
Magic
I
beans,
love
yeah.
the chaos of a game. That's
So
Me too.
you proceed around the curve, and you immediately notice the dampness on the walls. That you're walking in stone that's mixed with mud. The mud is heavily tamped down, though. It's solid ground. Clearly, it's been worked. There have been some beams erected to reinforce the area, this little cave.
Have we made a turn yet?
You've made a turn.
Ray's gonna put an X with the rocks that she finds on the ground. She's gonna mark a little X.
Okay, very good. You do.
And that at every turn.
Okay, you make a turn, and it's kind of a meandering tunnel. There isn't a branch point that you see yet. You come across a portion that has a solid stone wall that is, well, with you recent enough for you all to recognize the same sort of stone used in the sewers. And so you get the sense that you're kind of like on the opposite side of one of the sewer walls under the city, though it's kind of like almost above you, kind of in the ceiling above you and down. You continue down some more steps, and you come across a stone, all stone kind of formation with a little stream running through it that you easily enough hop over and proceed forward to where you and all who have dark vision begin to see what looks to be the opening as you go up a little bit, and you kind of crest a small little opening and hill in this tunnel and emerge to a broken wall.
Hold on, wait, before we go in here, are you practicing some sort of dark magic where
The snow has continued to fall.
where you have to bring on the storm to give someone dark vision? I don't understand why you're doing this.
No, when I cast that, for you, this, Mr. Snowfriend up here, Mr. Snowstorm, kind of appeared and hasn't left. It's not me.
Marishka, what are you doing? Why are you playing tricks on this man?
If I could play tricks like that, it would not be on him.
I do. Thank you. I think. Well,
It would be Oliver.
Hey, we twin it.
I do recall
Could use the sorcery points.
that Zimni said that the magic down here is a little weird. So maybe
Do you think that was a
I think
cause
that's
of using magic?
well,
It's a very good assumption.
yeah, I think that's probably. I mean, it didn't happen before I cast it, and it hasn't.
I think we should
Oliver,
test
what-
it.
what-
I'm going to throw a fireball at Ollie, and we'll see what it does.
Okay, go for it.
It'll probably heal him.
Bad idea. Bad idea. Let's wait.
Fine, I'll throw it at JP.
I've never heard of anything like this.
Well, there are odd places in the world that things like this probably would
Morthos
happen.
will walk 15 feet away from everyone behind where we came from, and he will use thermatology and change the color of Ray's lantern again.
To what color?
He doesn't care, just orange. Like,
Okay. Ray, your
So
Whatever
the
he
color
thinks
of
is
normal
orange.
fire.
your lantern changes, and it no, roll a d6, please.
It blows up.
D6.
Yeah.
TPK.
A 2.
So your lantern changes from the greenish color that it was to it's weird. It's a brownish red.
Ooh.
Well, this is a lot less creepy than the green light that was going through this tunnel.
Yeah, it sheds light, but the light is that you're all basking in is an odd kind of brownish hue. That is offset by the purplish hued lantern that Marishka has, both together just cast
Lovely.
this cavern in an oddly somber kind of color.
But did you use magic to change that?
I did.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens when he casts that.
Nothing happens with the casting of the cantrip. What's your passive investigation?
Me?
Yes.
It would be 21.
Having collected several points of data by this point, you surmise that the casting of the cantrips didn't trigger any alternative magical response, but the casting of normal spells that require a extra use of magical power have triggered some additional magical response from whatever is happening in this vicinity.
As they're waiting around just playing, I'm gonna hold my hands out underneath the snow cloud to collect enough, hide it behind my back, and go, "Hey, best friend!"
Yeah.
And whip it at him. Not at his face, just so it hits him, and I hit him with a snowball.
Take 45 points of damage.
Yeah, seriously.
I got you!
That's acid snow.
That was good.
I cast Mage Hand and do it
J-
again,
Okay.
but he doesn't see it coming.
So
He's
as the
disappointed.
snow is being
JB,
played with,
any
Talking.
any
Go
insight
forward.
on? I mean, you are a magical person who studies a lot of magical things. Any insight on what's happening around us, or why I have a storm above my head right now?
Isn't it obvious?
Well,
I mean, I'm stupid
I
and
stick
I
my
know
tongue out.
this.
I mean, I
You cast
don't.
a spell, it does the wrong thing. Let's move on.
I throw in at Rubius.
How did he know?
hits you in the face.
How did he know
Got
that?
you!
I don't insight things.
For the last 20 minutes, we did this spell, and it does another thing. You idiots! It's obvious!
Mage
Don't
Hand,
use your spells!
Mage Hand taps on Ollie's shoulder.
There's nothing left if I have not the use of my spells.
Carry the damn shovel.
I have not.
The way of the.
I do not hold the shovel. I have. I do not insight to find my information. I investigate, and so I have deduced that the weaker magic of cantrips, it doesn't seem, at least Morthos, it did not trigger that effect.
Literally.
But your more complicated spells that the two of you have cast seems to have triggered something, and so next cast will confirm this.
So we're standing in front of a wall.
So you're standing in
Thank you.
You're standing in front of what looks to be a mound of rubble packed in that you have not crested, but it looks like there is an opening at the crest of the rubble that you can enter into.
Am I tall enough to see over the rubble?
Yes.
Can I stand on my tippy toes?
But the light doesn't really carry in, and your lack of dark vision doesn't allow you to see into. You just see a dark kind of opening beyond.
I can scurry up there,
Boy, Melinda.
Oliver, you scurry up.
peek through.
The mound kind of continues down. You have to duck a little bit, and on the other side you do see what looks to be a cave formation that expands upward, and that has rubble that has fallen on the other side. You do see a large column that seems to have been uncovered, though is in a fallen position, and that's about as much as you can see without entering it.
So I turn around and say, cave formation, column fallen. We should probably get going.
Okay.
Let's be off.
Onward.
Okay,
Do you, no, that's all I saw you said. Yep.
so you guys enter in.
As I get to I want to make a perception check as I get to the.
Okay, so Killian, you kind of step forward
Mhm.
and take the lead to be able to see clearly.
My shield will be kind of covering him. And I'll be
But not my eyes.
well,
No clue.
it's at ready to protect me.
Right.
Go ahead and roll your perception check.
26.
26. You are first greeted with the smell of refuse.
Ugh.
As the
Uh,
the sewer smell kind of seems stronger in this cave, and you with your lantern, you kind of, or with Ray's lantern as she's holding the shield and the lantern, you kind of look and you see the walls seem to have some what look to be light sewage coating them. And it does not give off a pleasant smell. You...
It's like this episode was made for this.
I promise you I had this all pre-written before anyone started.
It's a holy echo.
For some reason, my chair's empty the next 2 years.
This is really a call. It's really a callback to season 1, where literally like every other day you guys were stepping in poop.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Metaphorically.
I know there's a spell of farting on that table somewhere too, and I know my luck.
There wasn't until you just said
No,
that.
there was.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Oh no.
That'd be so funny.
If that naturally happens, oh my gosh! Can you please?
Your girl's sticking with cantrips.
Can you please throw a fireball in there?
What's going on?
And then it would light.
Okay, back to story.
God.
There are also in the walls, you immediately notice what look to be variously sized holes throughout the walls, which seem to be naturally formed, but they're all different sizes that kind of go throughout this cave formation. The walls, as you look in, the opposite side of the cave looks to have, from floor to ceiling, piles of rubble, which are not rubble of the cave walls, but of some man-made structure that has collapsed. You immediately presume to be remains of Draung's Tower. You notice a green fungus that grows across parts of the floor where the sewage is seeping through, and a slick coating of refuse also coats the floor farther down in the cave. You're above that where you stand, but where the edge of the light kind of reaches, which is, as you kind of are looking in, you can kind of see into here. Where the edge of the light reaches down here, you see this slight little coating in the floor. The rubble is to the north of you guys, along from floor to ceiling, and the portion that you're in kind of bottlenecks, and then it appears to you from your vantage point kind of opens up again, but without dark vision, that's the extent of what your lantern can see. You you rolled a 26, you said?
You did.
I did, yeah.
You do see at the very edge of the light 2 bodies with one with a pick and one with a shovel, seemingly in the midst of their bones. And you do see that the flesh is completely gone. It's just the bones that has been left. The armor they wear is tattered and torn, still on their bones that are just kind of collapsed into place. And you think if you get a closer look, you may be able to figure out more. But that's what you see in the immediate vicinity. Is there anything that you wish to investigate further, inspect further, or do you guys wish to move on?
I can't see.
Sorry,
anything,
I
can
just want... You can
You see is what the lanterns illuminate.
You have 60 feet of dark vision now.
Right. I thought there was a rubble pile. Never mind.
There's a rubble pile to your north.
Oh.
This is open here, so it's a opening that looks into the further portion of the cave
I
structure.
look up to the ceiling. Remember that really big, scary monster that Morthos had to fight or really run away from in the sewers?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think he could, get in the tunnel? There seems to be kind of a few leaks.
It's a good thought.
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone else see those?
It really stinks down here.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's poop coming from the ceiling.
Well, if poop can come down, does that really big monster can come down?
The craptopus?
Yeah.
Also, there is some fungus and poop on the floor. I think we should probably avoid both unless you're investigating that fungus, but we've had bad experiences with fungus. If you remember the Kraken area, mushrooms and stuff, spitting up stuff, that we didn't like that. So maybe just be careful where you step.
I actually have no concept of that.
You don't remember that with the giant crab?
You don't remember when you fell off the
Oh, when I died!
You got
Yeah.
stuck.
Yeah,
you got
That's
stuck.
why I don't remember.
And you
I
had
cut
like
it
a-
out of my mind.
You had like a hallucination dream.
I
You should take
did,
better
yeah.
notes.
I should.
That's funny.
I say we move forward. I mean, I didn't come here just to stand around and.
Yeah, I would say let's do so, and do so carefully, as there are bodies up there as well. They've looked like they've been
Well,
for a
here-
while.
here a while,
Chilly.
but
This is
Yeah.
what. I mean, it's only smart to get it going now. For the next 10 minutes or so, unless I need to do something otherwise. Should I maybe detect magic? And as we walk around to see if there's any arcane threats.
I would, except for maybe you might pick up the storm above me. You might pick up the some kind of craziness happening.
I know, but
The
you see
snow
those bodies
has
there?
begun collecting on the ground around you as you remain still.
Is
in
it
this
like
spot.
it's the same? Like it hasn't increased or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. Alright. I don't really care. It's fine. I like
Ray
snow.
jumps in the snow while they're
All right.
waiting.
I just
Crunch.
if you want, I think you can. I just don't want it to be a waste of a spell for you either.
Oh no, it only takes a. I could probably cast it while we walk through here. For a while.
Killian, as you're here in this space, your passive perception,
Yes.
you hear two distinct sounds.
Oh boy. Shh. Everybody shh.
One sounds like a
There's your fart joke, bro. You paid
Somebody
He
paid
did
$1,000
pay
bits.
$1,000 for it.
1,000 bits.
That's fair. That was paid. That's
I
earned.
go.
He paid for it.
I have no ill will about that one.
Mariska, if
For more bits, I can forgive many sins.
And that's the real Marishka.
I think whoever smelt it dealt it.
the first sound that you hear
Some of them do burn.
after you hear the odd crunch of snow behind you. What was that little fluff? It sounds like
Oh, man.
Why? Okay.
and it seems to be coming from the opposite side of the rubble. There is another sound that you begin hearing when Ray starts jumping about in the snow and the reverberations start to go in through the walls. And this sound is not rhythmic like the other, which had a distinct pattern to it. This sound is all around the cavern. It begins to build slowly.
Shh. Everybody be quiet. Ray, stop jumping, please.
It's not the
No, shh. I think we should no. Shh. Shh. I think we should proceed very quietly, as I hear something coming from the other rubble. Sounds kind of like claws tapping on the ground, and maybe like 6 to 8 little. And then more concerning to me is the horde of something or another that is seems to be gaining speed, as it sounds maybe like a flock of birds or herd of bats. I don't know what's a bat called? A group of bats? Anybody?
It's called a group of bats.
Group of bats.
Yeah.
Something like that. But like
The sound
very
begins to
numerous.
grow louder as Killian is trying to quiet you all.
So maybe we.
From what direction is this coming?
That's the one
the
coming
cavern.
from the cavern.
The way
and,
we came is the first sound you mentioned, and
You
way we're going is
you
the louder
begin to
sound?
hear Killian. You hear it because you're closest to the wall where there are some of the holes, and you, as it grows, you begin to recognize that it's localized to.
Are there any holes near us?
There are holes right next to you.
I would say that it's coming from these holes right here, and maybe we should
I would run
avoid
forward
them
and go
or
in
back
front of
them.
Killian.
You run forward, Ray.
I don't like bugs.
Morthos will take out
It
Sola
sounds very, very bug-like to me.
and put Sola right near the holes.
Sola is right near the
Is
holes.
she dim light?
I would be in front of Killian. I'd move you back.
So you're positioning yourself
She's protecting me.
by the hole.
Yeah, by the whole shield.
If we
down.
can back up, though, I'd like it if we would avoid.
Okay.
Maybe. How many holes are there?
There's several of various sizes.
Okay. Like how big is various sizes? Like this big?
So some of them are maybe 6 inches in diameter. Some of them are a foot or 2 feet in diameter.
Okay. Is there? Can I perceive how long I have until the noise reaches the?
It is continuing to grow, though you have no sense of the depth of it.
Okay. Maybe we can stick a rock or two in some of these holes around us, and then keep on moving away from these holes.
Are there any large rocks?
There's a whole pile of rubble right next to you. Yes.
I mean,
Great.
I could just
I'll fill the holes.
Can you move? Can you just?
cover the holes with something visible that the whatever there is can't see through.
The sound is
Don't
growing
they
louder.
move
I would
via
say let's just-
echolocation?
You
Let's
all
just do
now
it.
begin to hear what he's talking about.
Yep, pick up a rock.
I
put
grab
it in
a
the
let's
hole.
put 'em in the
I'm
holes.
picking
Yep.
up rocks, putting them in.
Okay.
I move into the cave, but they're gonna break right through this holy wall.
You move forward.
But there's holes in the cavern as
JB,
well.
you have 60 feet as you now see the full cavern in front of you.
Say as we're doing it, I move.
It's another rubble pile to your north, that floor to ceiling, and the cavern extends forth. There looks to be a natural, almost rocky steps that kind of climb into an upper cavern, and the wall to your south and to the west of you are filled with more of those holes that are now beginning to start to make the noise as well, as you all have rushed over to plug
the 2 holes next to us.
the holes.
Don't worry, guys, we got it.
I say there seems to be more holes everywhere. No point in wasting our time. Let's move.
Morthos will hear JB. He's gonna
Yeah.
just run with JB.
Yeah, I'm running.
So you guys start running.
Sneakily.
There's something else though.
Where's the bodies we saw?
On the other.
Where
You
are
are now
they?
right directly over the bodies,
Stacked in the rib cage.
and they are bones with various accoutrements.
I'd like to inspect them.
As you stop to inspect the bodies, Morthos rushes up to you and kind of.
still hear the sound behind us.
There's nothing.
The rubble.
The cacophony of the growing
Yeah.
sound is now kind of overwhelming what you heard previously. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm following. If Morthos is running, and Killian, I'm gonna start following.
Yeah.
Okay,
me too,
so-
I
I'm
guess.
following, and I'm also getting a firebolt ready in my hands in
Okay.
case something bursts
You're
out.
readying a firebolt.
Did we?
I like it.
Who, this order, as you move forward, they've stopped. Are you trying to move past them, or what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I want out of that room.
Yeah, I would keep moving forward.
Watch
up
your
to the
step.
stairs.
Watch your
Okay.
step on these
Morthos,
beams.
as you move up, it's in a in your blind way, you kind of see in this odd black and white. You watch as the path kind of emerges ahead of you and seems to disappear around a bend. As you, JB, are investigating the bodies, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Yes. Anything in the north side of this room, or just a black piece of
It's the north side of the room is a giant pile of rubble.
25.
Okay, so as you look at the body, did he just want another health potion?
It was
gave
advantage
out
for me
yeah.
and JB and disadvantage for you. I will happily take JB's advantage as well.
Okay, so JB and Marishka have an advantage,
And you have a disadvantage.
and I have a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Totally worth
You
it.
look down and you see a couple of things as you quickly kind of and unceremoniously throw the bodies around. First, you in particular immediately notice the embroidery within the studded leather armor of a flying snake,
Okay.
which immediately signals to you that both of these bodies were Zentarum.
Okay.
You see two blades that remain sheathed, so they clearly had not the time to react. You do see that. What'd you roll through investigation?
25.
You see below the pile of bones, barely visible underneath the tattered armor, what looks to be a torch that's kind of embedded into the mud and the stone here, which has some glyphs on it.
Nice.
And you don't seem to find anything beyond that.
The Zentarum have been sent. I presume the lady has sent previous parties down here. But there is this little item. I grab the torch.
You pick it up. You look at it. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Nice. 24.
What was the
It's very low rolls, because I also get to roll a d4 with it.
24. No. You immediately discern that these runes are runes for a continual flame spell.
I believe I found a super torch if anyone requires. I currently can see, so...
And as you are kind of saying this, go ahead.
I want to let everybody pass me, and I say, hurry along, and then I want to, still be moving, and prepare tidal wave. So that
Tidal wave.
Yeah, if something.
Oh boy.
So you're concentrating on tidal wave.
I'm readying that action.
Okay, you have not cast it yet.
No.
You're prepared to cast tidal
I'm prepared
wave.
to cast it if there's a wave of other things coming
I
at
don't
us.
like how you drilled down on that so much there. That
Well, it's
scares
because I'd
me
have
a
to roll
little
the
bit.
D20
If
the
he
D100.
actually cast it and was concentrating on it, it
No,
would.
it's not a concentration spell. It's
Does it-
just
If you hold a spell, even if it's not concentration, it's concentration. So even if you are holding a non-concentration spell, it becomes concentration. So you actually have to cast it to be able to release it as if it were a surprise attack, for example.
Gotcha.
So what are you doing, Killian?
Yeah, I would do that. I would do that.
Okay, so you begin.
Yeah.
You begin casting your
I want
spell,
to stop whatever's happening,
which
behind us
is
as we get to that.
your tidal wave spell.
Yes.
So you all hear the incantation come from Killian as what looks to be a creature with razor sharp teeth covered in silvery spikes and piercing mandible claws bursts through the first hole. Next one bursts through.
That's as far as we made it.
Behind.
He stopped to investigate.
Yeah, he was kind of investigating.
Okay.
I'll take the bodies away now.
You know I've never been in a dungeon before, right?
The
Me neither.
the creatures
We are in
burst
for it.
through. Another bursts through. A larger one out of one of the bigger holes bursts through. This looks to be a more developed, longer claws, longer elongated snout and teeth. It's got dark black eyes as it's just kind of chittering at you. And as soon as they emerge, where are you unleashing your spell?
Also firebolt.
That's all I saw.
Was those
6 come out. There's not like.
That's what emerges in this initial engagement. Not that I'm foreshadowing any further engagements.
It's a dungeon. Remember that time I was chanting for this?
This is how we die.
What are you doing, Killian?
With thunderous
I
applause.
would hit the ones that came out in the top right, the bigger one. So that
Okay,
my friends
so
can get
you
closer to the
unleash
door as
tidal
we're
wave
running.
here.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll. What do I have to roll a save against that? Yes.
Yes, it's a dexterity save.
Okay, so the larger one first.
Yep.
That's cocked. Ooh, that's a 15.
It fails.
The smaller one is a 2.
Also fails.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage.
And then roll your D100.
57 for the D100.
Let's finish the damage first.
17.
17.
And they're knocked
that's
prone.
pretty good. The adult Kruthic is knocked prone on its side as a wave of water washes through, picking up the snow that is falling around Killian and washing the water back into the holes. The Kruthic is smashed against the wall, not fitting back into the hole. The young Kruthic, which is next to it, which also fails the save, is smashed into the wall, and its body is just broken
Attaboy.
in two
Let's keep
it
going.
goes down. And as you begin to rush forward, you roll a 57.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Roll a d10, please.
I'm super scared.
Nope, that's not.
I
That was
can't
it.
wait
No,
to.
that's not.
Oh, are we not doing initiative?
Not yet.
7.
7. As you cast the spell and you watch the Kruthic crushed under the weight of your tidal wave, your mind immediately goes blank. And you forgot everything that has happened in the last 7 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome to the
You
club.
immediately look around and you're wondering, what's that sound? Why are we here?
Good
What's
thing,
going on?
Oliver takes the notes.
What's happening? And that's where we're going to pick up our episode next
Wait,
week.
did you shoot my
Maybe we can
firebolt?
get together and talk about the things we don't remember sometime.
Yeah.
What do you remember? Nothing. Well, I remember more than nothing.
So as the Kruthic swarm begins to emerge around you, you guys can choose to
Thank you for protecting me.
do different things here.
I'm so scared.
All right.
You're gonna move out.
Very good. So we're going to do our final giveaway, and thank you to Sivanic for gifting some subs. And we're going to give away all 3 of those minis, the Dryad, the Gnome Inquisitive, and the Rainbow
I
Unicorn
like this P-Force guy.
Wolf.
Yeah, he's fine.
So if you would
Or
like...
girl, I don't know who it is.
If you would like to have your opportunity to win those minis, and we're going to be sending out the minis from December, and tonight we'll be sending them out later this week. So you guys will be getting those minis shortly who have won them in the past couple of weeks, presuming that the post office can actually get a package in a relatively reasonable amount of time, which is not happening right now, but they'll be going out. Type into the chat right now, ! Kruthic, K-R-U-T-H-I-C, actually it's a K. K-R-U-T-H-I-K, Kruthic, K-R-U-T-H-I-K. I spelled it wrong. K-R-U-T-H-I-K, and you will have your opportunity to win those 3 minis. So we are so thankful for those of you who stuck around with us through the whole show tonight. We hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a great time. And we are just so thankful for your continued support and enjoying the show along with us. So we hope to see you next Tuesday night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time as we continue to loot, die, and repeat. Have a good night, everyone. Cheers.